Well, hello everyone. It's great to see everyone. Hope you're doing well on this July 22nd, 2022. So it's 7/22/22. Interesting. It's great to see everyone. I don't know if Molly will be joining us. I've been trying to get in touch with her. I bet you she fell asleep. But I do have a lot of crazy information today. And I am going, did I just drop the link? Yeah, I just dropped the link for another, someone who uh, does some research with me. And she's welcome to take that link, obviously, with Marissa if she is here. Um, but we are going to be going over some records. So it will be interesting what we have found out. Um, this does not, in my opinion, this has been going on for a long time, and the records shows that it has. Um, I don't know if she's here yet, but if she wants to go ahead and come up, we'll do that. But if not, we're just going to go ahead and start. So, hold on, let me pull some stuff up here. Give me just a couple seconds. All right. Bear with me. Okay. Well, that's not pulling it up the right way. 1 second. Okay. Hey, Amber. Oh, can't hear you, dear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there we go. There we go.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. How's it going?
It is going. Crazy day. Not enough hours in the day. I know you can feel that pain.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, before we get started, I did want to say a lot of you guys know Jackie S. She goes by Jackie S. Her screen name. She has been a friend on our YouTube streets, and she's been more than a friend to a lot of us. She is currently in the hospital, and it's not looking so good right now. Um, the next 48 hours is critical. So, for those of you that know Jackie or don't know Jackie, if you guys would please lift her up in prayer, I would greatly appreciate that. She certainly needs a lot of prayer. So thank you guys. Um, all right, Amber, I'm gonna try to pull these up. My it's being a little it's giving
So
me a little bit of a hard time. Okay, go
you
ahead.
you got that? Okay. So
Yeah.
I have been working on. I'm a really big into gathering all the facts. All the facts. We definitely all have all of our opinions and whatever, but there's facts out there to be retrieved, to be gone through, and my goal was to get them to the most appropriate person that I felt was doing it for all the right reasons. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I do know how to dig and search and research. So, what we've been delivered is a report of all the calls that were made to Vaughn and Andrea's address. Um, and there's lots of things that we still need to go through, but one of the things that Justin and I that stuck out to us right away, and we're just feel that it's important that we discuss it. I have a report that was from back on May 15th of 2020. And I will just read you the report from
I'll try to
beginning.
pull it up.
Do you have it there in front of you, Justin?
Yeah, I think I do.
Now, do you just want me to read it and then we can discuss it afterwards, or do you want me to stop it all? Or
Yeah, just go ahead and read it all the way through. You're doing the 515
yeah,
or
the
514?
the
Okay.
515 one, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
All right. So on 515, a police officer made the report. Actually, the synopsis was on 514 between 1900 and 2200 hours for the address of Vaughn and Andrea. It says she was scrolling through his text messages. Marvon took his cell phone from Andrea, and she said after the incident, her left foot broke. Andrea advised her foot had been broken before, but was not sure how it broke after Marvon took the cell phone from her hands. Andrea said Marvon did not push her, but she wasn't sure for how her foot broke. This report taken was for informational purposes. So then it goes to 515. I was dispatched to the Yuma Regional Medical Center, located at a reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred on 514. So they're referencing what I just read above the synopsis. Dispatch advised the female identified as Andrea had spoken with a nurse in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred at her residence. At 10:20 hours, I arrived at the Yuma Regional Medical Center, contacted the Regional Medical Center nurse. And she advised me that Andrea had a fracture on her foot and was skeptical about sharing the information about the domestic disturbance that had occurred on 514. So then at 10:21 hours, I contacted Andrea in the emergency room, asked Andrea how she was doing. Andrea said she was in pain because she had a broken foot. Andrea said her left foot was broken. I asked Andrea what happened. Andrea stated on 514 gives the hours, she was at her residence, which is located, gives the address, and she was there with her husband, identified as Marvon McCrae. Andrea stated Marvon was having a mental breakdown, and she wanted to know who he had been talking with because she was concerned for him. Andrea stated Marvon left his phone. Left his phone, and Marvon went to the bathroom. Andrea stated she picked up Marvon's phone and proceeded to see all the messages of who he had been talking with. Andrea said Marvon saw her with the cell phone, and Marvon proceeded to take the phone out of her hands as she was holding onto the cell phone. Andrea showed me a large bruise on the back of her left arm. I asked her how she got the large bruise on the back of her left arm. Andrea said that the way she believes she got the bruise is as he was trying to grab her phone and turned her body away from him and may have hit her left arm. Andrea was not sure how the bruise was left on her arm. I asked how she may have broken her left foot. Andrea said she had broken the left foot in the past and was not sure how her left foot was broke. Andrea kept saying, I don't know. I asked Andrea McCrae if Marvon pulled the phone out of her hand if he moved forward or backward in any direction. Andrea kept saying she did not know how her left foot was broken. Andrea then asked me why I kept asking about her left foot and how it was broken. I told Andrea I needed to know how her left foot was broken. Andrea said Marvon is not a violent person. Andrea said she was wrong for not giving Marvon his cell phone when he was asking for it. Andrea said she just wants to get help for Marvon because he was possibly, and it's been redacted, because he was in the military before. Andrea told Marvon is also sick, and so she is trying to get him help. Andrea believes that Marvon's chiropractor may have put a curse on Marvon, and maybe that's why he has been having, and they redacted that. I asked Andrea again if she could tell how her left foot was broken. Again, she could not provide me with any way that her foot was broken and was not sure on how the bruise on her left arm occurred. I proceeded to take pictures. Okay. Andrea said she was going to be released from the hospital and was not scared of Marvon. She just wants him to get mental help. I advised Andrea I would be going to, gives the address, to speak with Marvon. So then at 11:25 hours, the officer went to their home address. I talked with Marvon. Marvon was already waiting outside for me, and I proceeded to talk to Marvon. I read Marvon McCrae his Miranda warning. Marvon said he understood his rights and agreed to talk with me. I asked Marvon what happened on 5/14 between, and gives the hours. Marvon said he was cleaning outside with the dog and he had left his phone inside the residence. Marvon stated as he returned back inside the bedroom, he saw Andrea with his cell phone scrolling through his messages. Marvon said he had been reconnecting with old friends who was giving him guidance and was helping him out. And Andrea decided to check out the messages they were communicating between each other. Marvon said it was a male subject who he had been confiding information in reference to how he was feeling and how he felt was the only one whom he trusted to speak to him about how he was doing. Marvon stated as Andrea was with his cell phone, she was accusing him of connecting with people and also giving information about she and Marvon were doing. Marvon said he asked Andrea to give him his cell phone back. Marvon said the kids are in the bedroom at this time with Andrea as she asked the kids to walk out the room so she and Marvon could speak about their problems. Marvon said he was begging Andrea to give him back his phone. Marvon said he even told Andrea that he could get on his knees and beg her for his phone so he could avoid any situations. Marvon said Andrea said no, that she is not going to give him his phone because he was texting all these different people. Marvon said finally Andrea gets the kids out of the room. Marvon said he kept asking Andrea for the phone, but she would not give it to him. So he decided to take the phone. He said he did grab Andrea from behind and grabbed the cell phone. Marvon said he pulled his cell phone out of her hands. As he pulled out, Marvon said he ran into a closet and locked it. Marvon said Andrea was yelling obscenities at him while he was inside the closet. Marvon said he was in the closet and he hears loud noises as if someone fell to the ground. Marvon said he hears Andrea yell, "Ow!" Marvon said after a little while he ended up getting out of the closet and did not have any more problems. Marvon said Andrea never fell to the ground when he took the cell phone from her. Marvon said he did not know how Andrea McCrae broke her left foot or how the bruise happened. Marvon said he did not push or hurt Andrea. And that it indicates where he followed up with the Yuma sergeant, provided the information. I had received from both subjects at this time, they are conflicting statements between Andrea and Marvon. Andrea could not provide information on how her left foot was broke and how the bruise on her left arm happened, and there were no witnesses. So that is the report that was taken in 2020.
That's absolutely insane.
Absolutely.
this is just one report.
Yes,
How
yes.
many do we have?
We have a total of 25 from all the calls that were made between 2016 to July 11th of this year. The facts.
25.
Yep.
25 calls. 25
Never by
calls.
Vaughn.
And they were never by Vaughn.
Never by Vaughn.
Not once.
Nope.
Not that I'm aware of.
We have a few anonymous calls. We have some other calls that I believe might have been from a neighbor, but they were all made by Andrea. So
Yes.
I'll be getting you those detailed facts. And but this is the big one that just I will get
It
on my knees and
my
beg.
knees. Yes. He is a Marine, a man. And he literally got on his knees and begged his wife to give him a phone.
His phone.
His phone.
Yep.
Because she was so jealous, in my opinion. She could not stand for Vaughn to talk to a man, a woman, a friend, a parent. It didn't matter.
Nope.
It did not matter.
It didn't. And he had the the patience, the calmness to avoid situations. He locked himself in the closet.
Yes. Locked himself in the closet because, in my opinion, he felt trapped.
Yep. Yep.
He felt trapped. Sorry, I'm trying to slow chat.
No, it's
Here,
okay, hun.
1 second.
It's
We'll go over this 1 second.
shh, puppy.
With your puppy.
Yeah. He hears people swimming, so he's like, "Oh, I want to play." Yeah. So
So good.
I mean, I know you have the one, but I'm gonna get you all the rest of these reports. You know that I'm still working on everything else, and it's gonna be coming, but it's Vaughn is going to need to be heard through all of these, and I think that one alone, this report that we just read,
Mm-hmm.
speaks volumes. This
Oh
was in
yes,
2020.
yes. But not only that. I mean, there are so many more
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that I'm trying to pull some stuff up.
I know, and I know I bombard you and Marissa with all of it, but
No,
there's so much to go through, and
was Vaughn ever arrested?
no,
Not that we see at all. So,
nor was she even detailed on when she goes into a medical center to because she's in such pain because her foot's broke, and beats around the bush to could cause such concern for the nurse. And granted, I'm not discounting DV at all.
of
I
course,
know but you know what? Society has to understand that it goes both ways. And
absolutely.
we have to get over the stigmatism that it's just the women. There's this no.
Why is that not showing it redacted?
I can resend everything over that I've already sent.
No, I've got it, but I redacted it, and it's not showing.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to go through it all and make sure that you know it's done in the most you know correct way, I guess per se. But it's just a lot to go through. A lot. And
Yes,
there's more coming.
there's a lot more. Um, Here we go. Hopefully this works. Sorry, I'm having a.
Hello,
Sorry.
Moto.
Yes, that's trying to. I'm trying to pull something up, guys. Sorry, I'm having a hard time. I do too, Jill. That, in my opinion, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Um, all right, please let this work.
Hun, if it's anything regarding according to my redactions, don't worry about it. Just it's
Okay,
yeah. If it's making it more difficult, just it's fine. Let's just
okay,
let's just get.
all right. So
Unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot more that's heading your way, but
yes. So these are the reports that we have. It might be very hard for some of y'all to see. Let me see if that makes it bigger. Does that help? So this goes from 2016
mm-hmm.
to present day. Yes, he was starting to talk to his parents. He was trying to build a relationship. Uh, One time in 2016, it was called for burglary.
Mm-hmm.
And as you'll see, it's got Dre's name right here. Uh, Another time, 20 or 16, suspicious incident, whose name is right there, Dre. Animal city ordinance violation dog. It's got a name there, but I don't know. I mean, that may have been a neighbor or
It
something.
is. It is.
Okay, those two. Okay, disturbance noise, and that is 2017. Disturbance civil, that's a neighbor. Uh, Interference judicial proceeding, we got Dre there. 911 unknown, Dre there. Civil standby, Dre there. Um, SEX offense,
And,
Dre.
and and if I can just interrupt, the beauty of
Sure.
all this as we're putting this together, a lot of what we have on here, because it is facts and we can compare with dates, all the videos are out there where she personally documented her side of these things. So,
Absolutely.
so she's allowing us to put these pieces of the puzzle together, but we're just putting it together on the side with the facts, and in my opinion, with Vaughn's voice.
Yes. Absolutely. Very well stated. Uh, Domestic DV, disorderly conduct, right? Whose name? Right there.
Yep.
Dre. That was 2019. Another 2019 DV, domestic. You know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Disorderly conduct. Dre. Uh, 2020, 5/15, 2020. DV. I'm sure that was Dre. 5/27. This is a very interesting overdose.
Mm-hmm.
Overdose. Dre McRae.
Now I think I sent you that
You did.
that one. Okay.
We'll go over that one in just a minute because that one's
Okay.
shocking
Yes. Okay.
as well. 9/1/2020. Harassment. Dre McRae. 1/1/21. Fireworks. 3/1/2021. Harassment. Dre. 3/1/2021. Security check. 8/2/21. Public assistant welfare check. Uh, 8/2/21, public assistant welfare check.
My question with
Five.
that is,
Go
I
ahead.
wonder if she was in town then. That's something that I side noted, that I wonder, because you see that they were anonymous or one was made by the web. I'm wondering if she was in town or if she was
That's
at
what I
home.
was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah. So she may have not been home at that time.
Yes.
So do you want to go through the one we just read, or do you want to do the other one?
Yeah. Do you have that other one? Would you like to read
Yes.
it?
Yep. Yep. Give me just a couple seconds.
And keep in mind with that one, it's not a full report that's taken. It's called the CAD, which is like
Right.
the call log of it. But still, it's still information.
Just give me a second to pull it up. Okay.
My sweetheart, you want some water?
All right. So this is from
Just a couple weeks after that one. Or not even a couple weeks. I mean, I think that's the
bear with
550
me.
report.
That's the wrong one, isn't it?
Yeah. The other one's a little bit smaller. I know, hon. I'm sorry. I tried to
No,
title.
no, no. You're fine. It's not you. It's the way these 5/27/2020.
Yes, that one.
That one. Okay. Okay. So this is an incident report from 5. So May 27th, 2020, 4:09 p.m. their local time, and this it says incident type overdose. The caller, Dre McCrae, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the narrative, agreed to leave for the night. Marvin refused medical treatment. UNK, if he will be, what does UNK mean?
Unknown.
Oh, unknown if he will be aggressive with responders. Possible won't wake up. So allegedly, Dre is saying all of this to
Yes.
the
The 911 dispatcher. Yep.
correct. Yes. So she's saying he's refused medical treatment. It's unknown if he'll be aggressive with the responders. Possibly he won't wake up. She's going to lock up the dogs. She's saying that allegedly Vaughn has slurred speech, drooling, eyes rolled back. What's RP mean?
Reporting party.
Okay.
So.
Reporting party recorded his behavior
Mm-hmm.
also when he was acting odd. He has been unpredictable. Last night he scared reported party AD. What's AD?
I don't know.
Oh, so I think it means and juvenile so bad they locked themselves in the back room away from him. Currently slumped over couch, unconscious. Has been verbally aggressive. Marvon. Reporting party stated she blank several days ago. DV related. Marvon slumped over couch, possibly under influence of narcotics, HX and DV. What's that mean? Do you have any?
I don't know. Oh,
Good.
well, the DV is the obvious, but I don't know what the HXN.
Has not been verbal or physical today. Reporting party is afraid of him and his behavior. So, what is your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, just based off of her videos of recording the seizures, is that he potentially had a seizure bad enough where she felt like she did have to call 911. But then she puts her spin on it that it's because of a domestic issue or he's aggressive. We have heard her time and time again say he doesn't know what he's doing after these seizures. Don't let him get up. Don't let him get up. While the girls are there taking care of him. So, without having an actual opinion on it, I'd like to compare the dates.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about
Are you there?
that. When she she was driving and she could see the cameras. I want to know when those cameras went up in that house.
Yes.
That's huge. But I believe this call that she made was her own spin on things. Had nothing to do with, I think Vaughn was having a seizure.
Yes. In my opinion, I think he was having a seizure, or I mean, is it possible that someone was dosing him?
Absolutely. And according to the dispatcher, they felt it enough based off of what they received to mark it as an overdose.
That's when she was doing the biofeedback and had to call that lady who gave her too much meds.
But do you see how she puts her spin on it of they were scared? And again,
they're scared of him, everything like that.
But he's slumped over and he's drooling. But she recorded it, and she tells the dispatcher she's recorded this. Makes no sense. Absolutely no sense.
Yeah. You're sitting there, standing in front of someone, and you're scared of him, and he's basically incapacitated there.
Yep.
Why would you be scared of someone that you're like literally trying to help?
And those poor children we've heard it time again before we even had this information of her leaving the kids with him or them having to see stuff. But could you imagine her being at that house and, of course the children are going to get hyped up and scared of that. The psychological things that those poor kids have been through is just.
Yeah.
And this is just the first one that we're going over together, Justin. So.
Yes. I feel she was making these DV calls as her stage. Bingo, bingo. I agree, in my opinion. Yes. Thank you, Lori, for your super chat. Thank you.
And it seems as if she after she gives all of her, convoluted facts of what's going on, at the very end of it, she lightens the load. Like in that report that I read, she says she wants to get home to him because she's just wants to help him with his mental health. She's not afraid of him. The one that you just read, she says.
Which is it?
Exactly.
Which is it? But she said in the previous report that Vaughn is not a violent person. Vaughn there's no reports of him ever being violent to her, right? I mean, there's reports, but it's never.
Absolutely.
Just because she said it doesn't make it true.
The officer said that
when
he went there to speak to him, he was totally cooperative. He wasn't agitated. He provided him with all the facts. They were different than Andrea's, but
That's the way it normally is.
yeah.
Hold on one second. Oh, thank you. Somebody just sent me the police terms, like the
Oh, the abbreviations of dispatcher.
yes.
Good.
I'll send that to you if you want.
That's helpful. Yes.
Hold on, I'm getting just one minute. So Dre allegedly had at least 3 phones,
But he didn't have one.
but he didn't have one. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Lori. Um, a man begging to have a phone. He wasn't able to drive because he had seizures. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. This is for my friend here.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I would interact with y'all, but I can't see the chat on my side. And oh, wait, maybe if I hit this chat button. Oh, no. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm just, I work behind the scenes. Hopefully his friend is doing better. And Mom and Letitia, if you're listening at all, this is I couldn't give a huge monetary donation, but I knew where I could help, and I knew where I could get in and start, and I have, and it was just on my heart to get it to the appropriate people that I knew were dealing with you and had your guys' best interest. So
That was a friend of our friend. Jackie is stable right now.
okay.
This morning, they were literally giving her last rites.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank the Lord.
Yes.
Thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Um, my mind's everywhere right now. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jeannie, Izzy, and Justice and Real Crime. Thank you, guys. So let's go over. Oh, hold on. I think I just got a video of her talking about her foot, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
I've got a picture of her.
There's a video where she talks about it, and
Let's look at this.
Let's take coaching energy. Okay. Yeah, I said it. So, anyways, and even if people subscribe and they come incorrect, they gone. All right, they gone. So, anyways, but I've been thinking about doing the stars anyways, um, because number one, most of you guys know, if you follow my jewelry page, that I broke it again. It's the same foot that I broke last time. Um, I didn't even fall down. I just tripped. So the fact that that happened, number one, is annoying, really annoying because it's very inconvenient for me. And it's like last time that I broke my foot, I was in a very deep dark depression, which also pisses me off whenever people like laugh. I mean, and just
oh, oh,
I'm going to play that one more
we don't
time.
have time for stink coochie energy. Okay, yeah, I said it. So, anyways, and even if people subscribe and they come incorrect, they gone. All right, they gone. So, anyways, but I've been thinking about doing the stars anyways, um, because number one, most of you guys know, if you follow my joking. Well, I broke my foot again. It's the same foot that I broke last time. Um, I didn't even fall down. I just tripped. So the fact that that happened, number one, is annoying, really annoying because it's very inconvenient for me. And it's like last time that I broke my foot, I was in a very deep dark depression, which also pisses me off whenever people like laugh. I mean, and just to,
Let me read this report again. Officer says, I asked her numerous times if she could explain to me how her left foot broke. Andrea kept saying, I don't know. I asked Andrea again how she broke her foot.
Why couldn't you tell the police that to give the police ideas? I mean, I've talked to people that's very close to Dre, and in their opinion, she has manipulated a lot of officials in different aspects. You know, you
Yeah,
just don't.
we see it here.
Yeah.
She's very evasive about it when she goes to the hospital. She's very evasive when she's on the phone, and then she lightens the load. Well, but we're not scared of him. He hasn't been violent to me before.
So it says on 5/14 between 1900 and 2200 hours at their address, Andrea McCrae had husband's cell phone. She was scrolling through his text messages. Marvon McCrae took his cell phone from Andrea, and she said after that incident, her left foot broke.
Doesn't say she tripped, leaves it open where she could possibly.
Get him in trouble.
Exactly. Plants that seed. Oh, I broke it before, and then I tripped, and which would be the facts according to what the video we just watched. But no, she plants the seed.
Yes, plants the seed of. Uh, it literally says Marvon McCrae took his cell phone from, I'll just say Dre,
Mm-hmm.
and said after that incident, her left foot broke. So after he took the phone from her, her left foot broke, is what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Dre advised her.
Yeah, they messed up there.
Okay, yeah, her foot had been broke, I'll just say, before, but was not sure how it broke after Marvon took his cell phone from her hands.
And there's where she pours a little bit of water on the seed.
Yep,
Just a little bit of water.
yep. Dre said Marvon did not push her, but she wasn't sure how her foot broke. The report taken for informational purposes only. So she's saying he didn't push me, but I also don't know.
Then why bring it up?
Exactly. Exactly.
So she wants to tell on herself first that she took his phone and was going through her text messages. So she tells on herself to make sure her truth was told of her part. But then here goes all the evasive seed planting that.
She isolated them all, no work or school. That is 1000%. I 1000% agree, in my opinion, that that is the reason she wanted them isolated from school, from work, from driving a car, from having a phone, all of these things. She wanted full control.
She enlisted them in Slay University.
Yes, date is a couple of days after police report, after 14th or 15th, May 2020. She went live May 19th, 2020, saying that she tripped and broke it.
And Justin, this is what I'm saying. The help of everybody. This is where we're going to be able to connect all those dots. Because I have the videos, but just like you guys going through each. But when we hear this stuff, we go, oh, wait, she talked about that. Wait,
Yes, she's
is it?
documented it all.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And I bet I would not doubt that one bit. I believe she was probably, in my opinion, drunk, and this is the byproduct of it. On 5/15/2020 at 9:36, I was dispatched to Yuma Regional Medical Center located at blah 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 in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred on 5/14. Dispatched advised the female, identified as Dre McCrae, had spoken with a nurse in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred at her residence. So she's talking to the nurse about this.
She walked herself. She took herself to the emergency room. Yes. Didn't call 911. Drove herself there, or maybe had somebody drop her off. I don't know that part of it.
At 10:20 hours, I arrived at YRMC and contacted the Yuma Regional Medical Center nurse, and she had advised me that Dre had a fracture on her foot and was skeptical about sharing the information about the domestic disturbance that had occurred on 5/14/2020. To me, she just wants to be like, she doesn't want to say he did it because she don't want to lie, but she doesn't want to not say it either.
Yep. She wants to plant that seed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. For speculation, yes. At 10:21 hours, I contacted Dre in emergency room number 20. I asked Dre how she was doing. Dre said she was in pain because she had a broken foot. Dre said her left foot was broken. I asked Dre what happened. Dre stated on 5/14/2020, between 1900 and 2200 hours, she was at her residence, which is located at blah, 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 blah. And she was with her husband, identified as Marvon. Dre stated Marvon was having a mental breakdown and she wanted to know who he had been talking with because she was concerned for him. She was concerned about herself, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
he was talking to.
But this is where she tries to put on the cape, and she was just trying to help him.
Bingo. Um, she wanted to see who was in that phone.
And why not, if she was that concerned about it, why not just ask him? Why take it from him, invade his privacy, and go through it? What
Absolutely.
if he did that to her?
She always wanted to seem like he was having a mental breakdown, or like he could. It was like she wanted to make sure that everyone knew, like, he can't take care of himself.
Mm-hmm. And she's here to help.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And because she wants that control. She wants the control. Oh, he can't take care of himself. He has seizures. He's having a mental breakdown. this doctor isn't good for him, she's saying. You know what I mean? In my
Yeah.
opinion. So it's
And in
it's
my
a way
opinion,
for her to say that this is control.
yeah, and it was to keep the story straight, just like they
Oh,
just said about keeping everybody, keeping the kids away from everybody, so teachers don't notice things. So, you know, it's she has control of the whole entire narrative.
1000%. Um, let me find it here. Um, having a mental breakdown and was concerned for him. Dre stated Marvin left his phone and Marvin went into the bathroom. Dre said she picked up Marvin's phone and proceeded to see all of the messages of who he had been talking to. Now, why do you need to know who's in his phone? I mean, he can't go anywhere because he can't drive.
Exactly. All ways of communication for anybody for him was only her.
That's right. So why is she going through his phone? Because she is jealous, in my opinion. Green with envy, jealous. Um,
Hey
she,
Justin, hun, not
yeah,
not to interrupt you. Sorry,
okay,
sweetie. I'm gonna go. Like I told you, I have a bunch more of these. I'm gonna go
sure.
through them, and I can shoot them to you as you're. I'll still stay on watching and everything. But if you need me for anything else, you can. I don't know how to come back up here, but I'll be listening. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, just message me. I'll send you a link. Okay.
Okay, darling. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye bye. Okay, so let's walk through this, guys. We're gonna walk through this. All right. So she's looking through his phone because, in my opinion, she's a jealous human being. Not that Vaughn can go anywhere. He doesn't have really any friends out there. He's not allowed to drive. He's really not allowed to even go anywhere. And she's still jealous. What is he going to do? I mean, he can't. It's not like he can even physically cheat on her because he can't go anywhere. But this is just who she is, in my opinion. Uh, let me find my spot. Dre said she picked up Marvon's phone and proceeded to see all the messages who who he had been talking with. Dre McCrae said Marvon saw her with the cell phone, and Marvon proceeded to take the phone out of her hands as she was holding on to the cell phone. Dre showed me a large bruise on the back of her left arm. Now, listen, I asked her how she got the bruise on her back of her left arm. Dre said she believes she got the bruise is when she was trying to grab her phone and she turned her body away from him and may have hit her left arm. That's another way that she's watering the seed. Watering the seed. Dre was not sure how the bruise on her left arm happened. There she is again. She is leaving room for speculation to make it seem like, oh, potentially, I'm not saying he did it, but I've got this and this and this. Poor guy. He had no way, no mental way out of this. I mean, he just didn't. She consumed everybody in that house. I asked her, uh, I asked her how she may have broken her left foot. Dre said she had broken her left foot in the past. So this must have been the second time she broke her foot. And was not sure how her left foot broke. Now listen, if you break your foot, right? If you break any bone on your body, any bone, you are going to know how you broke it. I'm sorry. If you stepped the wrong way, that's how I broke my foot. If you fell, that's how I broke my foot. If someone hurt you, that's how I broke my foot. But you're not going to say, I don't know how I broke my foot. That just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I asked numerous times if she could explain to me how her left foot broke. Numerous times. How'd you break your foot, Dre? How'd you break your foot, Dre? How'd you break your foot, Dre? Numerous times. Dre kept saying, I don't know. I asked Dre if when Marvin pulled the phone out of her hand, if he moved forward or backward in any direction. Dre kept saying she did not know how her left foot was broken. So multiple times. Just 1 second. Okay. I told Dre I needed to know how her left foot was broken. Dre said Marvin. Hello. Hey, hold on 1 second. Okay, Molly's coming. So so we're gonna wait just a second. What do you what do you guys think about this? This is insane. Oh, someone sent me. Thank you, Cooking with Miranda. I sent a video to Molly that Dre asked one of the kids what they like about mommy. Yes, yes. We thank you, Miranda. We've seen that. We played that one. And that is an excellent point, Miranda. You guys remember that she's not afraid to hit daddy, but she's saying Vaughn is not a violent man. Yeah, we're gonna recap it all in just 1 second as soon as Marissa gets here. This she's literally cray cray. But like just insanity. Yes, Amy. After Marissa doesn't even know I have this. You can message me on my Facebook group, or you can email me right here. It's like she didn't want. She was just leaving it open, and that's just a horrible thing to do. Okay. Yes, Marissa and Elle can get a link. Hey,
Hey. What?
boy, I got some stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on. So one of a girl that's been on our research team
Hmm?
sent there is 25 calls from 2016 to 2022 from that residence.
I knew it.
25 calls.
Good job.
We've got one of the reports.
Okay.
We actually got two. One, she is saying that Vaughn overdosed when he's most likely having a seizure. But you're not going to believe the next one. I'm going to read it in just a second. Can y'all talk for just 1 minute so I can go pee real quick?
Sure.
Please stop here.
Hey,
Marissa, hold on. I'm sorry. Marissa,
Yeah.
one thing. You remember Jackie? They was just giving her just a little bit
Yeah.
of time. They called me just a minute ago. Her vitals are stable right now.
All we do is pray. All we do is pray. Miracles
That
happen.
is awesome.
She
Yeah,
was
that's
getting her
awesome.
she was like getting her last rites this morning.
That's so
We were very upset earlier. I couldn't even.
I've cried half the day, to be honest with you.
God bless them.
So, all right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi, Al. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. You look tired.
I just woke up.
What my husband, I slept in because we were up all night. So I slept in and then I got up and my husband said, Molly's been on it this morning. I was like, really? She's been live already? And he's like, yeah, she was dancing, listening to Michael Jackson and
my
everything.
We had a wonderful.
Well, I went back and watched it afterwards.
We apparently a lot of you guys donated and they're happy.
Yes.
They're happy. So hopefully we'll get some good news that Rochelle and Miss Juanette and Mr. Marvin will get to go back out and see them real soon.
I love your light behind you.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, it's from a Patreon. It says Molly Golightly. So
Yes. My husband was going to get me one of those that said
I
L
think
to
you
put it
need
behind me.
one. I think
I
you
love
do
those.
need one.
Thank you. Yours looks great back there.
Yeah, it does.
So I guess Justin there's been 25 calls made. Did he tell you that? 20, that's,
I
to me,
didn't think it would be that much.
I didn't either, but because it makes me feel like she's like setting the stage for in case something happens.
Yes.
It'll be like, well, I called. You guys have it on record. I've had to call you guys how many times because of him?
Well, we'll know. It's Miss Juanette. Hold on. Where's she? Oh, it's Pat. They want us to talk to Pastor Don.
So Marissa, after these reports, I am more convinced than ever that she had to be in control, had to be the pants of the family, and set people up, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Holy crap. I got so many emails, it's crazy. Detailed report.
Rochelle's in the chat. Someone said.
What's that?
Someone said Rochelle is in the chat.
1 second.
Look at that. At
What?
LB, I sent this to Justin, but I know he's busy. On a recent supporter live, Raza said he prays Daddy wakes up soon and gets better, but doesn't come home. Why would a 7-year-old say that? That's very strange. That he would say, but I hope he doesn't come home.
And for these DV calls, someone just said, remember how one of her children was saying, and she's not afraid to hit daddy?
Yes.
I just have to take out these addresses real quick.
Rochelle, if you're in the chat, I hope you do get to see your brother real soon.
Yes,
Me too.
absolutely.
And I want to say thank you to Victoria, if you're out there. Violet got the little sailor suit. She's wearing it right now.
Yes, I have names I need to thank here in a little bit myself. Sorry, guys, it's taken so long. Let's see if it'll just read it for me.
Oh, yeah. What do you want?
On May 15, 2020 at 0936 hours, I was dispatched to the Yuma Regional Medical Center located at 2400 South Avenue A in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred on May 14, 2020. Dispatch advised the female, identified as Andrea McCrae, had spoken with a nurse in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred at her residence. At 1020 hours, I arrived at the Yuma Regional Medical Center and contacted a Yuma Regional Medical Center nurse. And she advised me that Andrea McCrae had a fracture on her foot and was skeptical about sharing the information about the domestic disturbance that had occurred on May 14, 2020. At 1021 hours, I contacted Andrea McCrae in emergency room number 20. I asked Andrea McCrae how she was doing. Andrea McCrae said she was in pain because she had a broken foot. Andrea McCrae said her left foot was broken. I asked Andrea what happened. Andrea McCrae stated on May
Hey,
14,
Justin, pause it for
2020
a
that
second.
between
Pause it.
1900 to
Okay, hold on,
2200
1 second.
hours she was at her residence,
Oh, crap.
which is located at 5438 East 30th Place, and she was there with her husband, identified as
Okay.
Marvon McCrae.
Yes, sorry.
Just scroll it up.
What is it?
I was going to say just scroll it up a little
What do you
bit. The does it go up any further to get that off of there?
Oh, crap. I thought I redacted it all. Fuck.
Accidents happen. It's okay. We'll just
Okay.
scroll it up.
Andrea McCrae stated Marvon McCrae was having a mental breakdown, and she wanted to know who he had been
Well, it's
talking
public
with because she
information.
was concerned for him. Andrea McCrae stated Marvon McCrae left his phone and Marvon McCrae went to the bathroom. Andrea McCrae said she picked up Marvon McCrae's phone and proceeded to see all the messages of who he had been talking with. Andrea McCrae said Marvon McCrae saw her with the cell phone and Marvon McCrae proceeded to take the phone out of her hands as she was holding onto the cell phone. Andrea McCrae showed me a large bruise on her back of her left arm. I asked her how she got the large bruise on the back of her left arm. Andrea McCrae said the way she believes she got the bruise is as he was Trying to grab her phone, she turned her body away from him and may have hit her left arm. Andrea McCrae was not sure how the bruise was on her left arm happened. I asked her how. She may have broken her left foot. Andrea McCrae said she had a broken left foot in the past and was not sure how her left foot broke. I asked her numerous times if she could explain to me how her left foot broke. Andrea McCrae kept saying, "I don't know." I asked Andrea McCrae if when Marvin McCrae pulled the phone out of her hand, if he moved forward or backward or any direction. Andrea McCrae kept saying she did not know how her left foot was broken. Andrea McCrae then asked me why I keep on asking about how her left foot was broken. I told Andrea McCrae I needed to know how her left foot was broken. Andrea McCrae said Marvin McCrae is not a violent person. Andrea McCrae said she was wrong for not giving Marvin McCrae his cell phone when he was asking for it. Andrea McCrae said she just wants to get help for Marvin McCrae because he was in the military before. Andrea McCrae told Marvin McCrae is also sick, and so she is trying to get him help. Andrea McCrae believes that Marvin McCrae's chiropractor may have put a curse on Marvin McCrae, and maybe that's why he has been having. I asked Andrea McCrae again if she could tell me how her left foot was broken. Again, she could not provide me a way that her foot was broken and was not sure on how the bruise on her left arm occurred. I proceeded to take digital pictures of her left foot, which had a large purple bruise, and also on the back of her left arm. Andrea McCrae said she was going to be released from the hospital and was not scared of Marvin McCrae. She just wants to get him mental health help. I advised Andrea McCrae I would be going to 5438 East 30th Place to speak with Marvin McCrae. At 1,125 hours, I went and talked with Marvin McCrae. Marvin McCrae was already waiting outside for me, and I proceeded to talk with Marvin McCrae. At 1,127 hours, I read Marvin McCrae his Miranda warning. Marvin McCrae said he understood his rights and agreed to talk with me. I asked Marvin McCrae what happened on May 14, 2020, between 1900 to 2200 hours. Marvin McCrae said he was cleaning outside with the dog and he had left his phone inside the residence. Marvin McCrae stated as he returned back inside the bedroom, he saw Andrea McCrae with his cell phone scrolling through his messages. Marvin McCrae said he had been reconnecting with an old friend who was giving him guidance and he was helping him out, and Andrea McCrae decided to check out the messages they were communicating between each other. Marvin McCrae said it was a male subject whom he was confiding information in reference to how he was feeling, and he felt he was the only whom he trusted to speak to him about how he was doing. Marvin McCrae stated as Andrea was with his cell phone, she was accusing him of connecting up with people and also giving information about how she and Marvin McCrae were doing. Marvin McCrae said he asked Andrea McCrae to give the phone back to him. Marvin McCrae said the kids are in the bedroom at this time with Andrea, and she asked the kids to walk out of the room so she and Marvin McCrae could speak about their problems. Marvin McCrae said he was begging Andrea McCrae to give him back his phone. Marvin McCrae said he even told Andrea McCrae that he would get on his knees and beg her for his phone so he could avoid any situations. Marvin McCrae said Andrea McCrae said no, that she is not going to give him the phone because he was texting all these different people. Marvin McCrae said finally Andrea McCrae gets the kids out of the room. Marvin McCrae
Did you hear that?
He literally could have been arrested for DB.
Yeah.
And it looks like she was, I don't think she would have been
Marissa,
mad if he would have.
she said she thought the chiropractor was
Put a
putting
spin.
a curse, on them. Thank you, kindness, soda float. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you. How does that even? I mean, and this man is literally on his knees begging to get his own phone back.
Love you.
And I don't think he ever got it back after that. He never got it back after that.
When was this report, Justin? What day?
5/14 of 20.
Wow. So this is after they had issues, but we're going back like a year after.
So I'll show you all of the police reports. There is another police report of an overdose being called
Wow.
in. And Dre is saying that she is fearing for her life, yet she is there saying that she is recording him and that they are having to hide in another room. She wants him to look like a monster.
Why? Why?
Exactly why?
She did everything in her power just to destroy him. Almost like it was a game or um, a vengeance, some sort of. I'll never understand it because everything that she has showed us, she showed him to be gentle and loving. That's all I ever seen. You want to know? Hey, Andrea, if you're here and you're listening, you are welcome to come on up here and tell us that we're wrong or defend yourself if you like. Okay. I don't know if you have legal representation or not, but if I have to offer you the opportunity to come up here.
All right.
Other than that, we're going to keep discussing this.
Someone said Dre broke her foot dancing on a live stream.
Well, Marissa,
Yes.
I've got it. We've got the police record where I'm pretty sure she called on you.
Oh,
What?
I was beginning to think that was
Remember
somebody
when
else
the
that called
Hershey
on you.
police came?
Yes.
I was called a liar.
Nope, you're definitely not a liar. Let me show you.
Harassment, 710. Was it 710? Wait, what?
7/6. She made a call for threatening, intimidating. 7/10.
Harassment.
2022 harassment. 7/11. 2022 follow-up.
How do you know it was to Hershey?
Well, I mean, why else would she call 911?
Those
right.
those wouldn't be about Vaughn because he's in the hospital. So it's not an
Yeah.
issue between her and Vaughn.
Absolutely. Intimidation. Okay. So, all right. Andrea, if I can sit here and defend myself, I was called a liar, that the police were not here. Thank you for confirming this. No one ever made a threat against you, ever. I said, and I was honest, that I said, could someone that's in that town just drive past that street? What did you think was going to happen to me? Do you think that they were going to put handcuffs on me and take me away for your satisfaction? That's not how it goes.
You have to break the law, which you did not do. Talking
I
is
didn't
not
break
breaking
the
the
law,
law.
no.
So let's talk about this. This is all the phone calls, 911 calls that she has called in since 2016. Absolutely zero has been called by Vaughn.
Who's Herb Allen?
That is a neighbor who does
Okay.
not like her, allegedly.
Oh, this calling on her dog, obviously. Is he calling about her dog?
So 3/2/16, there was a burglary call that came in. 3/2/16, suspicious incident. 11/29/16, animal ordinance. And also you can see over here who the caller was. So in 2016, both times was Dre, city, animal violent or violation, Urbalin, and then city ordinance violation, Herb, and then disturbance noise, 1/4/17, Dre, 1/5/17, disturbance, civil. I guess that's the neighbor calling again. 5/14/17, interference, judicial proceeding, Dre. 6/30/17, 911 unknown, Dre. 6/30/17, civil standby, Dre. 8/27/19, SEX offense,
What is that?
What?
Dre. Someone who they're sending all of these to me right now, one of our researchers. 9/26/19, DV, disorderly conduct, not Dre. 10. Now in 2019, things start to heat up in
Yeah.
that household. This is when people, they're Dre and Vaughn, seem that things are, it just keeps getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Calls. So 9/26/2019, DV, domestic, you know what, disorderly conduct, 9/26/2019. It was called in by Dre. 10/3/2019, DV, disorderly conduct, called in by Dre. 5/15/2020, DV, disorderly conduct, probably Dre. I'm almost 1000% sure, but allegedly. 5/27/2022, overdose.
That's when she called for. What time does it
Overdose.
say? Is there a time
Now
on there?
I have the
16:09.
dispatch transcripts for this, and I'm going to read it to you guys in a minute.
Do you really?
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, what time is 16:09?
That would be 4:09 p.m.
Yes, for it. Yes.
Hold on. I thought she called at 8 in the morning.
No, this is in 2020.
Okay. Wait. She called for an overdose in 2020
Yes.
as well?
No, the other one was the S, where he tried to off himself.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, sorry. Got confused.
9/1/2020, harassment, Dre. 1/1, so New Year's Day, fireworks.
She called about fireworks.
3/1/2020, harassment. 3/1/2021, harassment, Dre. 3/1/2021, security check. 8/2/2021, public assistant welfare check. Somebody else. Okay. 8/2/2021, public assistant welfare check. 5/3/2022 S attempt. This is where Vaughn
Right.
Dre calls that in. 6/22/22 follow up Dre. 7/6/2022 threatening or intimidating Dre. 7/10/2022 harassment Dre. 7/11/2022 follow up.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a lot of DV.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tanner. Thank you all for your hard work. Thank you so much. Marissa, thank you. She did break her foot dancing.
Yeah.
Oh crap. It fell off.
Yeah, I read that. No, actually, we saw it in
Well,
like a text message.
I just played a video. Here, I'll play it again.
And there's kids at this address with all those calls. DV,
Exactly.
We don't have
CPS was
time
never.
for steak coochie energy. Okay. Yeah, I said it. So, anyways, and even if people subscribe and they come incorrect, they gone. All right, they gone. So, anyways, but I've been thinking about doing the stars anyways, because number one, most of you guys know, if you follow my jewelry page, that I broke my foot again. It's the same foot that I broke last time. I didn't even fall down. I just tripped. So the fact that that happened, number one, is annoying, really annoying, because it's very inconvenient for me. And it's like last time that I broke my foot, I was in a very deep, dark depression, which also pisses me off whenever people like laugh. I mean, and just
So she's saying she fell down.
Right.
But she couldn't tell the police that.
But she couldn't tell the police that. She couldn't tell the doctors that. She wanted to leave it open
Right.
For
for
speculation.
Yeah.
bingo, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Bingo.
I just remembered she was talking about how Vaughn needs to fix the closet so she can stop being reminded of what happened. It was on a live about a month or two ago.
Scroll, man. Tell you.
So, where is this? Let me find the transcripts for this. Okay, so here is the this is the call. So this is 5/27/2020.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed to leave for the night. NFAT. I forgot what that means. Hold on one second.
No further attention or something like that. Maybe no.
Marvon refused medical. The narrative is unknown if he will be aggressive with responders. Possibly won't wake up. Reporting party will attend to lock up the dogs. Slurred speech, drooling, rolled back eyes. Reporting party recorded his behavior along when he was acting odd. So that means she's recording this, but yet she's afraid, right? He has been unpredictable, she says. Last night, he scared reporting party and juveniles so bad they locked themselves in the back room away from him. He is currently slumped over on the couch, unconscious. Has been verbally aggressive. Marvan reported party stating she blank several days ago, DV related. Marvan McRae slumped over the couch, possible under influence of narcotics. HX of DV has not been verbally or physical today. Reporting party is afraid of him and his behavior. Yet she is there saying she's recording him. Oh my
And
goodness.
the kids, it literally says possibly under the influence, DV,
thank
no
you,
calls to
Freedom Weaver.
CPS.
So check the officer's name. They already knew her. Oh, absolutely. Yes, definitely already knew her. Definitely already knew her. Total setup. Yes.
Hi, Shelly. Drink.
What's your thoughts?
Wow. Wow. All premeditated. Premeditated, planned, sneaky, vicious, cunning. That's what I'm thinking.
So, in my opinion, when she called it in as a drug overdose, either, in my opinion, he was either having a seizure, or he was potentially given something that he didn't know. It could make him even act out. Thank you, girl. Justice for Vaughn. Thank you so much. And this is what I was saying earlier. She was telling the doctors that we read earlier.
Yeah.
That she didn't know how she broke her foot. Now, let
Right.
me tell you something. How do you not know when you break something? Did you step the wrong way? Did you fall down a stairs? Did somebody hurt you? I mean, when you break a bone, you're going to know how you broke the freaking bone.
You'll never forget
Especially
it.
your foot. You're going to
Because
have instant pain.
Yeah. We watched Britney Spears. She was dancing, and what
Yes.
happened? We heard it.
Yes.
And then stopped. She broke her foot dancing. We heard it. You tell me, I don't know how I broke it. Fracture?
Yes, they did. I'm sure they did send an ambulance for that. Yes. This was just like the 911 call. Legally, CPS should have been based off this call. Police mandated reporters, and if they didn't call the social workers, she should have called. Yeah. I saw Dre. She overdosed 5 times. That video I sent you 3. Vaughn said jokingly Dre would strangle him on his back if in his sleep.
Ouch.
Holy crap. Did you just send that to me, Karen? I'll go look. Let's see what these are. Just incredible. Okay, there we go.
Andrea, shame on you.
I got a few videos here. I don't know which one's which.
Tisk tisk.
If my husband wanted to be around people despite the pandemic, and I feel like that's just something that let's put it this way. There were times where my husband would be friends with people that I did not. Mm-mm. Nope. The energy. See, when me and my husband first got together, he didn't know much about energy or about picking up vibes or none of that. I didn't either. Now that he realizes how sensitive I am, and now he knows what it is, and when I say I'm getting this type of energy, he trusts me. So it would be hard for me to say that we would even have that issue because he respects my opinion so much that if I say this is not good and this is why, and I give reasonable arguments, I do not make decisions based off of emotions. I'm making decisions based off of facts. The facts are that when you inject yourself with this recent injection, okay, the toxins in there can make a pregnant woman miscarry. If you got the injection and you are around other people, then the toxins from that injection could go into the skin of other people.
She's insane.
If you didn't get the injection, but you are around someone else who did, the toxins can go into your body and you're going to realize that you are going to be having heavier periods. If you're pregnant, you can miscarry if you're just around someone who got it. This is something I don't play with. Like I cannot. And so this is something that my husband, he would know and respect. Now, if my husband wanted to be around people who got it, then he would just have to leave this home. I cannot and will not control my husband. So if he wants to see other people, then go ahead, go see your family, go whoever, that's fine. But it can't happen in this home because this is where my babies lay their head. Like there were people who he would associate with and be cool with at the beginning of our marriage, and I was like, ain't no way. Like you can go ahead, be friends with whoever, but they cannot come inside this home. And then I will refuse to go around and be with other people who I'm getting sick energy from. So yeah, it's I wouldn't have that issue. So it's hard to, because I don't want to say I would do this and I would do that because I'm also not in that situation. I've been in situations before where he wanted me to, be more involved with his family, and I wasn't going to budge. I wasn't going to be disrespectful to his family, but I damn sure wasn't going to go out of my way to be friends or go over to the house when I know I'm not accepted. I'm not accepted.
Wow.
Girls. They don't look at Juan's girl as his girls. They look at it as, oh, these are girls from a previous marriage kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna, hell no. No. There's just certain things that you don't do or say to me because then we just don't go back. And there were things that were said where we're not gonna go back to.
There you go. Hey, Amber, Marissa, L. This is Amber. She's done a lot of research for us.
Hi, good.
Thank you.
Hi, beautiful ladies. Justin, so just reading through some more of these, I'm sending them over to you, but I'd just like to read them really quick.
Please.
If you can go to 6/22/22, the report on that day. It's not a full report. It's just that CAD sheet again.
Okay.
But it says the narrative reporting party stated her husband is doing better, but is still in a coma. She has a large social media platform where she discussed the incident and is attempting to gain monies for her stay in Tucson. Her in-laws are supposedly crying foul play and supposedly want to take her son away. She asked if the report can be sealed from them.
Oh.
I told her no. All YPP reports are able to be accessed by any citizen. She asked if the report can be faxed to her. She was directed towards YPD records. It was suggested that she obtain a lawyer.
Ah, good. You're going to need one, sweetheart. Smart. Probably the smartest thing you've done so far.
So there's that one. And then we go to 7622. And again, it's just a CAD report.
Right.
It narrative. Supplied reporting party with the event number. She advised people were coming to the hospital in Tucson to speak with her or her husband due to him being in a coma. Reporting party also alleged she was receiving threatening emails, voicemails, and chat messages from random unknown people due to her mother-in-law who lives in Georgia, posting information from the police report. Advised her to contact FBI due to the internet crime and Tucson PD in reference to the people showing up at the hospital. And then it goes to call was placed on hold. She's requesting officer to call from non-blocked number due to increased calls she's receiving that are harassing her. Reporting party calls back, advised she missed officer's call. Any officer can handle. Call was placed on hold, called and left message. They cleared the call from 7-5 where a concerned citizen wanted to speak with an officer and was transferred to Detective Escott. That's a confirmed name. It says, related to suicide attempt, reporting party's husband is now in a coma. His estranged family, attained a copy of the Yuma police report and posted it online with reporting party's phone number, and reporting party is a social media influencer, and she is now receiving death threats and harassment and wants to speak with any officer. It's public record, sweetie.
Shame on you, Dre. Shame on you.
Death
You
threat?
try to make everyone look bad, in my opinion.
Because his
And
family have the
her.
true story. They had to go and do what they are legally allowed to do in the United States of America and obtain public records to get the truth.
That's right.
If she would have just sent them a message and said, hey, I know we don't talk, but this is what the deal is. It's serious. It's life or death. They had a right to know. She's the reason all this blew up this way. If she just would have been a normal human being and told his people and said, come see him, we don't know what's going to happen, none of this would be happening.
Rochelle wants to speak.
Yeah, Rochelle wants to speak.
I've dropped the link a couple times, but
Molly, you're famous in the next one, honey.
Okay.
I've dropped the link 3 times, guys.
Should I wait for Rochelle or should I?
You can go ahead and read it.
Okay. So this is for the report on 7/10, and she reported it as harassment. Okay. The narrative. Reporting party began to talk about random things. I did look at YouTube and observed a YouTuber, Molly Golightly, did post the video of McCrae's residence at the site of McCrae's residence that shows a shed. Now that was information because I pulled it up too. That was from like Zillow or something. It wasn't
public.
Google Earth.
It's public.
Right.
Reporting party is requesting contact from Detective Escott as she wants an update. Reporting party also asked if she was under investigation.
Oh, really?
Reporting party stated that she's hired private investigators.
Sure you have.
To look into things that they've advised her to ask YPD if she herself was under investigation over her husband's attempted suicide, since they heard rumors on social media that was under investigation. Reporting party stated that Detective Escott would keep an eye on her residence. So now she gets special security. Reporting party stated 3 days ago that a female subject who was on her property was an older white female, heavyset. Reporting party did not have any information, stated her friend did post no trespassing signs on the reporting party's property. Reporting party stated that she did not feel as though she would ever return home to Yuma. Stated she felt as though people on the internet will not stop talking about her unless she herself was gone. When I
What?
asked, yeah,
Gone in what? In what? Like in your perception? If she was
Dead.
not
She was trying
gone,
to.
he puts it in quotations. This report is,
oh,
he puts gone and in quotations, but I think she was probably emphasizing that as trying to assume that people
oh,
wanted her gone.
we don't want you dead. We just want you held accountable for your actions to whatever the truth is.
Here's a sec. When I asked her about being gone, she took it as though I was saying someone was going to take her out. I explained what I meant. I also advised her that she was as stressed as she stated. If she was as stressed as she stated, perhaps she would seek counseling or therapy.
She ain't gonna do that.
Uh-oh.
Contacted reported partying via dispatch. Stated a few days ago, an unknown subject took a picture of her shed that may have been a shed where her spouse attempted suicide. Stated she contacted Detective Escott 3 days ago and told him about the trespass, and she wanted to know if Escott ever found anyone on her property. Stated after she posted on social media about her husband's medical condition, she has since been harassed on social media. Stated she is tired of mass amounts of people on social media thinking she had something to do with what happened. Reporting party stated people on social media were now upset at her and wanted the hospital to not give her spouse food that was not vegan or vegetarian. Reporting party stated that she has been posting updates on his progress on social media, but was upset that people were not supportive as she thought they would be. I asked reporting party why she is continuing to post on her social media about this incident, and she stated that she did stop posting, but a portion of her incomes comes from her posts. No. Then they tried to call her back 3 times. She didn't answer. She has questions on what she needs to do to press charges if someone. Yeah.
So,
I'm sending them all to you, Justin. But
okay, thank you. Patty E says, I was married to a narcissist. I was married to a Dre McGray. I am still in therapy, going on 5 years. God bless Vaughn. Thank you, Patty.
So my message to Miss Andrea is you might be a little shocked to hear this, but every time something tragic happens at an accident, neighbors, people that are concerned and curious are going to drive by your house. They're going to purposely take their dog or go for a jog just out of curiosity, right? Okay. So now that we have that down, as
Nobody's going to hurt her.
yes, no one ever.
Not at least from us.
No. But the thing is, you don't have it both ways, Andrea. You don't get to say, I'm scared of a mother trucker. I'm scared of a mother trucker. What is it? Are you shaking in your boots to the cops who are laughing in your face? Or are you scared of us? What you're scared of is this. Our speech. We have rights. And you don't like it, as stated in that report that this young lady just put out. You don't like this speculation. Well, you want to know something? You gave us no choice but to speculate because of the years of the people that you've hurt, now character witnesses against you, and every single video and text message that was put out there. This all falls on you, and I'm happy about that. So for you to feel like you're being harassed or avalanched by all your popularity, this is what you wanted. You don't like it because you thought you were smarter than everybody. You're not. We're not a bunch of idiots here. Why did you do this? It's too late now. Don't explain to me. Explain it to your lawyer. And don't lie to your lawyer. They don't like that. They catch you lying they catch you lying to your lawyer. You're going to pay. You're going to pay. They don't like that. Because your lawyer is not going to fight that hard for you. And I'm glad you called a liar. Oh, you called a lawyer. And I'm glad that everyone that called me liar for having a Hershey police. Oh, we don't believe the FBI was involved. We don't believe that they were at her house. Well, now you have the proof.
Yep.
Don't worry. I don't need an apology. Oh, yeah, you always win. All right. Well, then prove us. Prove it. Prove it, baby. Prove it.
The
Lawyer.
The dispatcher was literally there giving her advice. Then why would you be posting stuff on social media? Because I make my money that way.
That's right, Erica. Thank you. Wait till the higher ups get your phone, sweetie.
And to put the spin on, once again, she's the victim, that her in-laws, she hasn't even spoke to them in how many years? So how could she paint them out to be? She has no facts to base that. Horrible.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you so much for finding out all this information and helping with us.
I got more coming, honey. You're very welcome. We're gonna be Vaughn's voice.
Tisk.
Okay, Justin, honey, I'll send this all over to you. I'm gonna I'm still going through it right now, but I'll get it over to you.
Okay. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. God bless
Nice
you.
to meet you.
You as well.
You're famous in chat. Sorry, I'm getting something here. Okay. So this is insane. Absolutely insane. She has to have shits and giggles. Dre, by now you're famous. Chase you down because you know you're guilty. Paparazzi. No, Justin, I have a quick question. Is the panel available tonight? Thank you. Yes, of course. Yes. We will open up the panel tonight. Sure. Thank you. I'm loving. The wheels are turning and she's shaking in her boots. This is
Good.
not over. Open your eyes, Vaughn. We can't wait to hear you tell your story and be with your family. Yes. Well, the thing is, I mean, she'll say, Marissa, that, oh, I'm scared of him. I'm frightened. But yet I'm here, while he's literally having a seizure,
Doing nothing.
while she's on the phone with 911 saying that they were scared of him and she was in another room with the kids, but yet she's recording him.
She's up to something.
The night of 5/27, she did a jewelry sale live in her home. If she was so concerned, worried to call the cops, why do a live sale?
Well, I believe that because of all the attention this is getting online, her wheels are going. Her mind's going. She's not going to rest the way she used to. She's going to be looking over her shoulders. You know, people are going to start thinking enemy number one. People don't like seeing people don't like seeing children be abused. And they certainly don't want to see a Marine being abused. The father of her child.
Or
Listen,
begging on his knees for his phone.
or all the women that have come out and been so brave and shared their stories with us. Guess what? She doesn't like to look bad. Well, guess what? And guess what? These girls are going after paparazzi, right? Everything in her life that they're trying to attack. But guess what? You don't get to play victim. You don't, because you're not lying in a coma. Your actions caused this. In a snowball effect. Like it's like LB said last night. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. We've just started.
Somebody said Miss Letitia is in the chat.
Hello.
Is she here?
Hey, Miss Letitia.
I sent her a message, and I sent everyone a message. And I said, listen, we're reading off all these reports. Let me tell you something. If you just got here, the reports that Justin has gone over, a lot of things have been verified. Verified that she does not like us talking about her on the internet. It's finally evident. She sent the cops here, called the FBI, all this other stuff. Listen, Andrea,
Asked if there was an investigation happening
against her, and we found out that she has an attorney. So
years.
I'll tell you something, Miss Andrea, not for nothing. I'm going to say it again. I say it every day. I'm the least of your problems, girl. I'm the least. Put me out. Just be like, you're the least of my problems.
I mean, when she said that she thought the doctor had a curse on her.
Look at
that. There's a case out in California. It's Maya Milalete. She it's a beautiful woman. She went missing. Her husband is in jail.
Right.
Currently going to trial. And he hired a witch doctors to put, you would pay on the internet, and it was so she could be like physically incapacitated so she couldn't leave him.
Wow, that is crazy. Did she ever meet this doctor that she claims put a spell on Vaughn? Like, did she ever meet this doctor? Because if she met this doctor and had some reason to think that this doctor had certain beliefs,
thank you, Panola.
I might get kind of you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of, if you've never met the doctor, what would even make you think that she's put a spell on him?
Exactly. Gloria, I agree. If she's frightened, then why is she have a knife collection? This is psychopath behavior combined with malignant narcissism. She's not stupid, not at all. She doesn't feel emotion. She has a mirror that she can see from others. She has to mirror that she seen from others. That's why she can't cry. Thank you. Just imagine a Marine. Can you imagine begging your husband on your knees for your phone?
No.
He didn't drive. He couldn't drive. When you have seizures, they take away your license, and you can have seizures generally for a year.
He had nothing.
Had no way out. Said the family wasn't welcome at her house. So if the family aren't welcome at her house, and he don't have a car, how the hell is he going to see? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't even call for an Uber. You don't have a
He don't got any
phone.
money. He don't got any money
He has no
either.
money, no phone.
There's a video talking about a chiropractor. Interesting. I'm getting some stuff here. Let me look here.
Thank you, Kelly K. Oh, that's right, Amanda. Who takes their kids to the chiropractor to adjust at such a young age, like Raza?
Now tell me what your idea is.
She might strike me. Can you text me that? Sorry. Okay. After 5/15/2020 incident. Okay, this is after, supposed to be after the 5/2020 incident.
Okay.
It hurt my foot really bad, and my so just to give a really quick rundown, I'm not taking any type of advice regarding healthcare. Okay, so please refrain from telling me what I should do or asking why things happened the way they did, because I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. And trust me, I'm equally as frustrated because it's my pain. Like, I'm the one suffering through it, and I get really bad care from doctors, which is why I'm so like into natural medication. First of all, are we gonna pull it up? Are we gonna pull it up? Okay, because I'm not super stressed. So, I did go to the hospital. They didn't give me medication. I already talked about that, or I made a post about that. That was very frustrating because I have a freaking broke. Like my. It's actually a fracture, not a full-on break. That crap hurts, bro. And especially with me already having autoimmune diseases, I like heal a lot slower. And having an autoimmune disease means that your body literally attacks itself.
So she says she cracked her foot. Shits and giggles. Yes, we will look into that. Katie Sperry, we use prayers to get our voices out there while certain persons use cutlery. Thank you. The police report of walk-in SA was of the doctor. She also said he was a shaman. Really, Krista Jude, of a walk-in is SA. So did she call Krista and say that this doctor or shaman was SAing? Is that what you're saying? Thank you. That's very strange. She had something against this doctor. I don't know if this doctor was like, dude, don't be taking all of these crazy things, for your body, or was it just because Dre wanted to constantly give him stuff and be the doctor?
Yeah, I don't think she liked anyone that was gonna give advice that she wasn't gonna give.
Yes.
She doesn't like anyone to give their advice. She doesn't want anyone in contact with her husband. It sounds like, in my opinion, she's very possessive and very grandiose.
Well, this is the thing, Marissa. Where can he, like, if she's jealous, like he's going to do something outside of their marriage? One, he doesn't drive. Two, you just took his phone. And I mean, he couldn't do anything even if he wanted to. He can't, he doesn't go anywhere. All he does is clean all day and watch the kids while she does whatever she wants. I mean, he had no outings at all.
This went on for a long time. He suffered.
It's okay if you stay at home and you clean and watch the kids and stuff and while someone works, but I mean, taking their phone away, not being able to drive, not allowing the family to come over. No.
Yes, Daphne, totally insecure. Totally. If she wasn't insecure, I mean, look at the makeup. You know what I'm saying? Look at the wigs. Look at the. It's everything. She needs something to cover up what she really is. Even with this alkaline vegan diet, she needed something to cover up. Everything was a cover up. And that's why people that have worked for her are like, oh my God, this whole time she was lying. Well, guess what? Don't blame yourself for being duped. She was trying to cover. She's very sloppy, by the way, of trying to cover her tracks and trying to mask who she is. You're looking at a woman who's got all these different, I'll just say moods. All these different moods, all these different looks because she's not happy with herself. People normally we're sitting here looking at her like, oh my God, this is unreal. Guess why? We're all shocked. This is why it's getting so much attention. If you can't see it now, Andrea, people don't know your type. You're one in a million, honey. You're out there. We've never met anybody like you in our lives.
Well, I wonder what has made her like this, that she's been so jealous. Thank you, Jennifer. Munchausen by proxy. She wants everyone sick for attention. Sick. Yeah, I think it gives her a reason to feel like she has a purpose potentially, and it's sadly, but it's content for her, and it gets people to feel sorry for her, I guess. But it's terrible. Let me see this. Okay. I followed Dre for over 3 years and am a subscriber on her Facebook. The police report she mentioned a doctor that Vaughn saw and started acting different. before she was getting attention for all this, she told us in supporters, and I believe this live is deleted, that she stopped seeing that PT because the male doctor suggested to Vaughn that they spouse swap. What? Like the male doctor should have S relations with Dre and the wife of the doctor who worked at his office should have S relations with Vaughn. Vaughn didn't stop seeing this doctor on his own. Dre forced him to be convinced him the man was demonic, that they had marital problems the whole time this was going on. She told us all the doctor tried to brainwash both of them. Both Vaughn was there for I want to say physical therapy. Is that what it means? Yeah, physical therapy. Why was he confiding in him like a therapist? Maybe it was Vaughn's only outlet to keep Dre because she monitored everything intact. This is why she called him Dr. Devil in videos. I mean, the chiropractor wanted her and Vaughn to swap partners. There is a video on Justice for Vaughn page. She is packing through telling the story. Now, is this what Dre says, or did Vaughn ever say something that was true? Because if it comes from just Dre only, I don't believe her, in my opinion.
Same, I don't either.
Because a doctor can get in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
By doing that. Prayers. So what was the answer if let's see what Dre said. Yeah. Let's see. I'm getting some more stuff in. Transparency. What is this? I'm all for transparency and a show. Come in seeing a child in such a spot. Okay. Something else. Video of Dre explaining the situation with chiropractor doctor. Okay.
I used to go live.
Let's see.
Hello, Moto.
All the time when I was at my chiropractor. Y'all remember that? I feel like, I don't like talking about this because I feel like it invites nastiness into my home. So we're going to do a lot of praying and a whole lot of other stuff after I tell this story because I don't like telling it at all. I don't like discussing it. And as stated before, please be respectful and let's not bring it up on future live videos, okay? Let's not bring it up at all. But now, I used to see a chiropractor all the time. I'm going to refer to his name as Dr. Devil. There is now, which it probably expired already, an order of
Dr.
injunction.
Devil.
I used to go live on this page every time I would get adjusted. My kids would get adjusted too. A lot of you guys went to go like his Facebook page after I went live. My one time I went live and he got over 1,000 likes in like, he grew about 1,000 likes in a few hours. It was crazy. That doctor was into some dark-ish, man. Some dark-ish. And he did something to my husband. And every time he would get this thing, this organ massage done, I noticed something was not right.
Organ
I
massage.
didn't know
Hold
what
on.
it was.
What does that mean, organ massage?
I don't know.
What?
The only thing that I can think of is sometimes when you're constipated, you can do a massage on your stomach that'll help ease it up. And I only know this because
You
one
said-
of my children
She said organ
massage. Okay, well then maybe she's talking about something else. I don't
Does
know.
anyone in the chat know what an organ massage is?
Thank you, Jennifer
Thank
Walker.
you,
God, you guys
Jennifer.
are muted. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. That's crazy.
But it wasn't right. I got it done. Remember whenever I like completely shut down social media, I went through severe bullying on here on Facebook. Severe. Made me sick. Really sick. And messed up my gut bad. Messed up my gut bad. Well, anyways, I would projectile vomit. After I would eat, I would always vomit, and it was so bad. Well, he cured that through organ massages. So then, you know, I'm talking to him about my husband who has issues with his gut health, and an organ massage was performed on my husband. Okay? The first time I noticed an immediate difference and something wasn't right. I don't know what it was, but something wasn't right. Oh no. I'm trying to block this guy, but I don't think it's, oh yeah, there we go, it's gonna work. So I told him, don't do it no more. But the doctor kept doing it, and at one point I even told the doctor, I don't know what's happening. Can you please not do it on my husband anymore? Because I see a difference. There's something's going on. Mm-hmm. You weren't with me. And you weren't with me. And you were still going to do it. And I tried to get him to stop. Well, he kept doing it. At a later date, after seeing this doctor for many months, give me 2 empty ones. After seeing this doctor for many months, one night, he messages me, and he would always give his number. Like, this guy was a very open doctor, a chiropractor who believed in shamans and would travel around the world and like whatever. He was a very egotistical man, but I never looked at it that way. I looked at it, oh my gosh, he's a healer. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Tyrese, this is not the place, dude. This is not the place. You know, whatever. Anyways. So one day, and he would give his number to other people, right? I don't think I had ever messaged him or whatever. Did I ever message him? I don't think I did. No, because at one point, I think something happened and he wanted to check on our family one time. Like I'm telling you, my whole entire family would go see him. And so anyways, one time, he messages me, and long story short, he was asking for a switcheroo. I didn't understand what that meant. Long story short, he wanted to have sex with me, and he wanted his wife to have sex with my husband. I didn't realize this until like a couple minutes we were texting, and then when I realized it, I'm like, don't ever contact me again. Like, do not ever contact my family.
I don't believe her.
Whatever.
I don't believe her. I think she was just jealous.
Anyways, it was like this big old thing. and he was trying to guilt trip me, like, after everything I've done for you, you can't look over this one you mistake, you can't da 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 da, acting like he did so much for us. And I'm like, dude, every time we went to the chiropractor, I would pay. He didn't give us free services. What do you mean everything you did for us? What? Like, you are, you're performing a job and I'm paying for it. So what the freak do you mean? You know, and just like a predator, to make the victim seem like something's wrong with me, that I think I never want to speak to him again, or I can't overlook this one insight. That effed me up. I went to the police. I showed them these messages from this doctor. I went to court. Oh my gosh, do you guys, if y'all watch me on my jewelry page, do you remember that butterfly that I took forever to try to find, that silver butterfly that the other night? It was like a few days ago. I was looking for this silver butterfly, and the reason why is that silver butterfly, the day that I went to court to go get an order of injunction. It's like an order of injunction is like a restraining order, but because I was never married to this person, and because I don't have kids with this person, it's not called a restraining order. It's called an order of injunction. I was wearing that ring to court whenever I went to court. I was wearing that ring, and what's crazy is the judge was wearing this really big brooch that had a butterfly on it, and it looked like the ring that I was wearing. So when I seen it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I felt like this, I needed to wear this butterfly ring on purpose. And she had told me that and I feel like I could tell that she had gone through something as well. And she says, we cannot allow people in positions of authority to, how did she say, like, oh God, to exercise something, or I don't know how she said it. I don't remember how she said it, but it just made me feel like, oh my gosh, she's gone through something too. And she literally shook my hand. The judge wanted me to get close to her, and she shook my hand and told me how proud she was of me for standing up, you know. And it's embarrassing and it's uncomfortable, and I've been sexually assaulted before by a married man, you know. And so to be asked to give sexual favors to another married man, whenever I've already been through ish before, and whenever I was oh God, I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, it was bad. I'm telling you, and this was before my husband started having seizures. I don't remember who I told, but I was like, dude, every time he's doing these organ massages, it feels like he's putting seeds in my husband's belly.
Oh
like,
my God.
I don't know what he's doing, but there's something happening in my husband, blah, blah, blah. After
putting seeds in her husband's belly.
Paperwork and the order of injunction was granted, and he cannot contact me ever, or he'll go to jail. Indirectly and directly, he can't contact me. But as soon as that was served, I want to say a few weeks later, then my husband starts. No, not a few weeks later. Was it a few weeks later? No. Sometime my husband is going through a whole lot of psychological changes, you know? Like, so much is going on. Then in July 5th, he starts having seizures. And everything pointed back to this doctor. We've been to the hospital so many times, dude.
Yes, you can come up, Vanessa. This link's for Vanessa. She said she was a supporter during her live with Dr. Dan, the chiropractor. She's delusional. I mean, I don't think I believe her, to be honest with you. You're muted, Marissa.
She's not a credible person. She goes on and on and on. The more she talks, the worse she has made her situation. You cannot go around talking about this. Like, you're so overly educated. Listen, if you think that you can do better than these specially trained doctors that have been going to medical school for 7 years on top of having their degrees, you don't get a right to say anything, really. So stop.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi guys. Hi everybody.
What's up?
Okay, so Dr. Dan came in the picture, I want to say, Dr. Dan, I'm almost 100% positive that was his name. It was Dr. Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching her in the end of 2019 when she blocked me. And a little bit of backstory, I'm supposedly like her second or third cousin through marriage that I found out after watching her. My mom told me, like, you know, you're related to Dre. And so we connected a lot because of that. We never met or anything like that. And then I said something she didn't like and she blocked me, you know, without any heads up or anything.
I know you.
So, me?
I know you.
Me? You do?
No, not personally. I've heard your story, though.
Oh, okay. So, it was very interesting with Dr. Dan because like the whole family would go. And Dre wanted the whole family, you know, to get adjusted. And yes, LB, you are right. Vaughn had digestive issues and he was getting these organ massages to help him regulate his digestive tract. And poor Bonnie was so shy. And Dre, of course, is going live. And here he is talking about his bowel movement patterns and everything. And he was like, I don't want to talk about that here. Poor Raza would not go close to the doctor. He would not. He would scream. He would cry. And they would just say, okay, just give him some time. I mean, this was 3 years ago. So he was probably 4 or 5, maybe.
Wow.
And the girls had no problem. They all got adjusted. You know, nothing seemed weird. All the supporters thought Dr. Dan was just handsome. He was gorgeous. A lot of pretty out there inappropriate comments like, hey, Dr. Dan, are you married? And blah, 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 blah. And to me, he just seemed kind of like, he wasn't, he just seemed like off guard, but you could tell he wasn't used to it either. He wasn't seeking these comments either, from what I could tell. I know his wife was like his receptionist, or she did his like bookkeeping and things like that. Like she said in this video, that his Facebook got really popular and everything in all his groups. So then, yes, one night on a live, she gets on and she's telling us, oh my God, you guys, Dr. Dan, this is what he said. And again, yes, basically wanted to have a swingers night, swap partners. He had told her he'd done it before, him and his wife was on board. We never saw these messages or emails that she was on a phone, reading them off of her phone.
So she never showed proof. She never showed
No, she did not. She did not. And then Bonnie in the background, just kind of like he always is in the background, like just agreeing and kind of like nodding and very quiet.
Right.
Very, passive and, okay, just agreeing with what she was saying. So then a lot of her supporters, like her admins, were like, what? And so they started digging into him, his background, trying to get his medical license number, where he practiced, did he have any complaints about him? And telling Dre, this is what you can do. You need to file a report, go to the medical board or something. And she said she went to court. We never saw her in court. Not like she can just pop up live, in court. But it was, again, the messages and what she said she filed and did in court. To us, we were never able to see or confirm.
Okay, and this was in Yuma?
This was in Yuma. This was the beginning when they first got back from Oceanside. And that was another thing I was trying to comment, and a lot of others on here also, trying to see if there were any police reports from when they lived out here. Because I'm from California, so about an hour and away from San Diego. From when they lived here in Oceanside, it'd be interesting to see if there were any police calls or any activity. Because
Yeah.
it was my understanding they did not live on base. They lived
No.
in an apartment in Oceanside and not on base. And they would
It's
go home to Yuma like maybe every weekend because it was about a 2-hour drive from Oceanside to Yuma. So they would go like on weekends or long weekdays.
Hmm.
it's being ordered. It's just unfortunately each department runs their stuff a little bit differently as far as
Different.
their speed of getting things back. So at
Yeah.
whatever we can get, we're getting.
Yeah.
I
I
figured somebody was on it.
yeah. I don't. I I personally don't believe her. A doctor would.
No. Again, she was reading it from her phone. I mean, and at that point, why would we question her? You know what I mean? Being her
Right.
supporters, why would we say she was lying? Why would we even think she was lying? You know what I mean? So, and not like it never dawned on anybody, especially me, to ask. And why would you in that position? Like, let me see. Are you lying? You know, let me see the messages. You
Right.
know.
Of course.
But I mean, if she really went to court, again, I'm sure it's a matter of requesting those records. If it was there,
Oh
she
yeah.
filed anything. It's just a matter of time of, you know, that coming out to light as well.
So the only thing that we have on our end in regards to this, and this is why I was asking for a link, Justin, if you go to the incident report on 8/27, the 2019.
Hmm.
So she calls in, reporting party calls in to complain about this. She was advised by the board. She's telling this to the police station. She was advised by the board of directors and examiner's office to report Dr. Dan with, says a company name, due to texting her inappropriate text. So it says dispatch received, and it does 3 of those. But then it says she was advised, her reporting party, to file an order of injunction against harassment. She showed me the text messages. I observed no sexual images, just messages indicating he was hitting on her. She told him to stop messaging her, and he did.
Hmm. So it was Dr. Dan. I wasn't for sure, but I guess it was Dr. Dan.
Well,
But
I. But I mean, who's to say it was still even Dr. Dan?
In him.
I mean, you can make up a text message very easy of 2
They would
parties.
have to subpoena the phone records to see exactly, because you could
Right.
change a number in there and it says Dr. Dan, and
Exactly.
it could be her other line.
but it just goes to her wanting to plant that seed that he
Yeah.
put a curse.
A curse.
And she wanted that sympathy also from everybody, because after that, I mean, people again, poor Dre, you know, poor this, because she had also talked about a previous SA against her. I think it was before, when she first met Bonnie, before she met Bonnie at a party. I'm sure you guys know the reference, you know, SA. And again, she talked about that too. So she said when this came up, it brought back all the emotions and all that stuff from, you know, when that happened to her. And
I think those are probably the reports we're going to get out of that Oceanside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then also, I'm not sure if you guys saw the comments on, she did break her leg in Oceanside. She did it live while she was dancing in the kitchen. So that was the first time when she referenced that she broke her leg. Her foot, not her leg, sorry, her foot.
So she broke her foot the first time while she was live, and then
Dancing.
the second time, how did she say she broke it in that one?
Supposedly, we don't
She
even have.
she doesn't know. Remember, she was like, she kind of left it up for
The police
interpretation.
report, she didn't know, but then there was a video I played earlier, and she said how she did it.
Yeah, it's all over. She was doing a dance that she used to do. She had her blue wig on, and they were in the kitchen, and the floor, it slipped from under her, and
Goofing off, being a goof.
Yeah, it's very funny, innocent, you know, at the time, and it was hilarious. And that's why when she referenced that people were laughing and joking, it's because of how it happened. She was doing some Tapatio dance in her wig, and they were going crazy, and that's why it was funny to a lot of people that had seen it.
And this is why she reported that she had to start taking prescription pain medications again?
Exactly.
And then all of her followers started to see that she was going somewhat downhill from there.
Exactly, because she didn't start the K until she permanently moved back to Yuma after they left Oceanside. From
But
my
she already
understanding.
broke her foot in Oceanside, correct?
Correct. Yeah, correct.
I
And
think
then when I first saw her, they were trying to do vegetarian. They weren't vegan, but she was doing some vegetarian. But that's when Bonnie had his other military friend with her, the one people were saying, to contact. They would do it together. It was Foodie Friday or something like that. And they were vegetarian at the time, but not vegan.
interesting.
So 3 of these reports in here, Justin, are going to be in relation to the ex-husband, which we'll do our redactions on it. But I'll just say that it again is her pushing a narrative that she's a victim.
I've
So
heard that she's been horrible
Wow.
to him.
yeah.
Okay,
Horrible.
so someone just sent me a picture. He's with a little girl. They're at the office, and the chick that sent me she goes, "This is Dr. Dan. Do you really think a guy that's this good looking would hit
Right.
on Trey?"
That's what I was saying. Yes. That's why the supporters were like, oh, Dr. Dan, can you come address me? Making jokes. And he was never trying to seek these comments either. You could tell he was kind of like Bonnie, like, just what the heck is she doing live? All of these people. But he just rolled with it. And even though Raza didn't want to go, Drake kept pushing Raza. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. The doctor kept saying, I don't think he's comfortable. We'll give him some time. This is new for him, when he's comfortable, And then he would carry Raza and kind of adjust him while he was carrying him at the same time because, Raza was a lot smaller and stuff.
Yeah.
But he did, again, this was just from a live, somebody watching from a live. Obviously, people are not who they seen, but Dr. Dan didn't really seem like what she was saying, like maybe he did. And then he stopped, and I don't know.
In my opinion, what if it was actually the role reversal? Was she hitting on him and she got rejected,
Yes.
and it hurt her ego so bad? So now we have to come up with this
Right,
huge
yeah.
story because
Yep.
you heard it here in the report. The dispatcher looked at the text messages, nothing sexual, no images.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she could have deleted some that she maybe had sent, and because I'm sure the officer just looked at her phone really quick at a glance, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, so that's all for me. I was just I just remember, like I said, I stopped watching her December 2019, and that was the year when she still the K was around, but she wasn't pushing it as much, and we didn't see it affecting her as much then as a supporter.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give that little piece of info on Dr. Dan.
Thank you so much, honey.
Thank you for that information.
All right, guys. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that's
What do you think?
what, Marissa?
I mean, every day, there's something new to discover. This girl's something else.
But it really feels good to have the pieces of the puzzle start to kind of fit together, and we're getting the picture slowly. I mean, we kind of already had the picture, but can't discredit facts.
Thank you, B. Appreciate it. Yes. What's your question, my friend? The second version sounds more plausible. All right. Elle, you okay? You're muted.
Yep, I'm good. I'm just listening.
Okay.
I'll drop off again. I'm sorry. I won't bug again. It's
Yeah,
just
you're
when
good.
No, you're good.
You're
You're
fine.
welcome to stay
You're
here.
bringing all the information. I mean, you're good. I like it.
Yes.
All right.
But
Go ahead. Sorry.
well, I was just gonna say she didn't like the doctor, and it's possible that she didn't like the doctor because maybe the doctor was understanding, like, okay, things are not right. Maybe the doctor was even letting him know, like, it's not okay for her to treat you this way. So he was kind of coming to his senses, maybe. And maybe he was showing that at home, maybe becoming more stern with her, like, no, this isn't okay. You're not supposed to do that. Even the doctor said, it's not okay to be this way. And maybe she wanted him to stop using the doctor. So then she lied, saying that the doctor hit on her to try to get him to stop
I
going to the doctor.
I think this doctor may have motivated
Vaughn.
Vaughn, and to get his life back, to get strong again, and
Mhm.
get yourself in order. And I think Dre, in my opinion, probably made up a bunch of stuff
A lot of
to either potentially make Vaughn jealous,
yeah.
or just to make him stop. Because you know I say this all the time. He couldn't drive, he didn't have a phone, and he started enjoying himself with at least something of getting his life back. He wasn't allowed to go to his parents or anything like that. So she was going to stop him from allegedly going to the parents' house,
Right.
and now she's trying to stop him from this doctor. It's
Mhm.
control over control.
Well, and if you
Absolutely.
if you hear in the video, she's telling the story about this, and then you can hear Vaughn kind of quietly say in the background, "Oh, you said that? I didn't even know you said that." And so it's like she's having these conversations as the representative of everybody. She's the mouthpiece for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But poor Vaughn didn't even know that certain conversations were taking place. So
Exactly.
he probably didn't even know the truth of how that doctor's position was or whatever.
If I told my husband's doctor off, that would be the first thing I'd tell him. When I got back in the car, I'd be like, I just told your doctor off. He's not your doctor no more. I just went in
Right.
on him. The fact that Vaughn didn't even know, and he's like, you said that? And she was like, yeah, you wasn't with me when I said it.
She has a pattern of always playing victim. Notice every time they argue, Vaughn was the suspect. Yet now all the evidence is proving otherwise. That's exactly right, Elizabeth. Uh, this woman quite literally needs to be in a straitjacket. It's almost sad how mentally disturbed she is. Amen. Thank you. Yes, I agree. She's
And I have to say, I felt that way for her at the very beginning of all this, because you could see her pain. You could see that she's obviously been through trauma. You could see, like, I don't know why, I just could see that in her. And I don't know if it was because it was a personal thing, but she then, it morphed into what she's done. So that empathy went quickly out the window.
Yeah.
The awkward silence.
I keep hitting the wrong button. Um, yeah, I definitely think homegirl got some issues, but and I remember Vaughn saying that his doctor asked, did she deal with a lot of trauma growing up? And he said that she did. And I don't know. I guess I deal with things differently than people. I know everybody does, but I had a lot of trauma growing up as well. And I don't know. I just feel like it made me stronger. Like I don't always go back to like, oh, this happened to me when I was a kid, so I can do this to you. You know what I'm saying? Or it made me this way because I was abused as a kid. Like I don't know. I just feel like hopefully she's not going to try to go there. Like, well, my trauma as a child, like then go see somebody, go talk to someone, get some counseling or something. If it's led you to be this wild.
Yeah.
good point. No drama. Mama Mo. I think Dre saw the chiropractor was helping Bond to be more independent. I think that she made up the story to have an excuse to get the injunction against the chiropractor. Thank you, Nolama. Thank you, Jennifer. I mean, she's all into this witch doctor stuff.
Right.
Which doctor? Oh, she fell off? Hold on. Can we team together and talk about DV against males in the name of bond? We'll talk about it, Hopi. Thank you. I don't know. Hold on, I got some more stuff coming. CMB protester. People are crazy. I just sent an email a little while ago. I'm not sure. Okay. What organ massage is? Organ massage sounds like it's one organ to me.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. Organ massage. A gentle manual therapy that assesses the structural relationship between the organs and the physical or ligaments attached of the various systems of the body, assist functional and structural imbalances throughout the body, including musculoskeletal, vascular, nervous, uh, uro, uro, urogenital, respiratory, digestive, eliminatory, neuro something, and lymphatic dysfunction. Okay. Very interesting. You okay, Marissa?
Yep.
Did you get some sleep?
Yes, you actually woke me out of the deepest sleep ever. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. They called me earlier about Jackie, and I was so upset about it.
Of course.
I was so upset. And then they called me back, and it was really, really bad. And then they called me back an hour and a half later, and then she was stabilized.
Amazing.
All right, let's look at this. Does anyone got anything to say? How can you ask how much the family needs for flights?
Oh, I don't ask anything personal about the money. I don't know how much they collected today when we did what I believe was a very successful fundraiser for both families. Um, I don't ask either uh, either Letitia or Lynette what they have gotten. It's none of my business. All I know is that it was a privilege to host that fundraiser. I do them often for St. Jude and other charities, and a lot of people have a lot of fun. So if you didn't get a chance, check it out. It was pretty. We had a lot of fun. A lot of people had a lot of fun doing it. Oh,
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Nicole? You okay?
Yes. I just had a quick question. I always pop in for like a minute and a half. I try to be quick. On the sheet that listed all of the reports,
Uh-huh.
the very last report that was filed the day or around the day that beautiful Molly had someone show up at her house. If you look at the officer's name, it's the same officer that was the one that did the report the day of the actual incident on 523. It starts with the letter I. I'm not really sure how you pronounce the name. But if that's the case, I don't know anything about law enforcement. Wouldn't that be kind of a conflict thing? If that's the officer that took the report that she called in on Miss Molly there, and that would also mean that she's back in Yuma as well.
Possibly.
I know, random question, random comment, but that's all I really wanted to ask. I just noticed his name on that date and was like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of weird that that's who, showed up for that day. And then that's also who did the report on the day she called in about Molly. So that's really all I had to say about that. Just something to think about, I guess.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if the same officer responding to, every call will be a conflict of interest, because where I live was a small town, so you call the cops every day, you might get the same officer, But the other thing that she said, what I think she said, anyways, because I'm kind of tired, so, but was she saying that the call was from, she was in Yuma?
Yeah,
Justin
if
says,
that officer was the same officer, then he is in the Yuma PD.
right. Justin says, check your phone, Molly. Check your phone, Molly. Justin's texting you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
why would she be calling Yuma police if she was in Tucson?
That was my question.
Yeah,
And the only reason, and I do understand it's a small town, but the only reason I asked the question about the conflict is because this is an ongoing kind of case. So being that he was the responding officer, reporting officer for that incident, it would seem to me that they would send someone else out for something else. Just that's
yeah,
why I was asking, because I don't know.
Right.
that could be fine.
So.
If they're investigating it, well, I think police departments have investigators though, so they just pass the information off to an investigator.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why this. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
nothing about.
it was just questions going through my little very small brain, and
I
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
that.
I just happened to notice the name on that final call of the day that Molly had a visitor, and I was like, wait a minute, that's the officer that made the first report on 523, which is the day of the incident.
Mhm.
So that's kind of weird, but that would also mean she's back in Yuma, because I don't know how Yuma could get involved if she was in Tucson calling. So, I just noticed weird things like that. So, but that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys. Molly,
Thank you.
you look so beautiful today and beautiful yesterday. Justin, you look fabulous every day, of course.
Always.
Elle, you're beautiful. I want to know your secret on your hair. But thank you guys for everything that y'all are doing. I really do appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Y'all have a
Thank you.
wonderful night. I'll still be in the chat, but y'all have a
You too,
wonderful
my dear.
night.
Have a
You
good
too.
night.
Good night.
Bye.
Next is Hopi.
Hobie Dopey. Hobie Dopey.
Well, where'd she go? I guess she dropped off.
Hobie
Okay.
Dopey.
Next is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey,
Hi,
Jennifer.
guys. I just want to first say that you guys are amazing. And I know you guys are just working extra, extra hard, and it's appreciated. I used to follow Andrea 2 years ago before she started the Special K and she got real thin, and I knew something was off because she would get upset if Vaughn came in the camera and women made a comment about him, like, oh, Vaughn's looking good, or first of all, you're in a group of 600 women. Vaughn's a nice looking guy. Most secure women, when you say something about their husband, are like, yeah, thanks, to where she finally stopped showing Vaughn on camera. She wouldn't let him on camera anymore.
That's
Really?
wild. People comment my
And
husband all the time, and I'm like, girl, I know, thank you.
right, exactly. Now, look, nobody ever made a comment like, I want to jump your husband's bones. It was literally comments like, Vaughn's looking good. Oh, it looks like maybe Vaughn's been working out, because Vaughn was always so kind. Let me
Mhm.
say that. Vaughn is a kind, gentle soul.
Yes.
Mm.
But they used to drink a lot. Now, I don't know if Vaughn did, because again, she took him off camera. But Andrea used to get plastered on these lives. Her jewelry lives, her everything. She was drinking every night. So that was weird. I mean, and then you could see that it got to the point where um I mean, I don't know. I'm not one to label anybody, but it was almost like, did she have a problem? It got uncomfortable watching her get hammered on live and start
Right.
slurring and talking, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say that as soon as I saw this, I said to myself, I knew something was off because of the way she didn't let Vaughn in the camera. And if a woman made any type of comment about even recognizing Vaughn, she blocked him. She blocked him. And
Yes.
I just that's just looking at
That's
all of this
wild.
now, and watching that behavior,
Thank you, Anna.
it's just sad,
It is.
because at the time, as women, it made us uncomfortable, like, girl, we don't want your man.
Yeah.
But
Right?
but
We got enough of problems with our own
right,
shit.
we don't need you, right? But I just want to
What?
say that Vaughn was a good man, is a good man. He was
Yeah.
always
It
kind.
was. Yes.
And about the begging for money, I've watched Vaughn work his tail off on her
The
shipping
jewelry.
videos. Vaughn did every single thing when it came down to the shipping of all that jewelry that she sold. Vaughn did that. So to keep money from him that he's earned, that man earned his keep. He didn't live for free. He didn't live off of her, and it was disgusting.
Yes.
It's just disgusting to see what's happening.
Yes.
So I'm
Thank you,
praying for
Jennifer,
the
for coming up.
families. I'm praying for everybody involved. You guys keep up the hard work, but also remember to take care of yourselves. You guys be blessed.
Thank you,
Thank
Jennifer.
you,
Thank
Sue.
you. Thank you, Cassandra. Okay, Hopi's back here. I've got 6 behind. So, hello, Hopi.
Yo,
Whoa.
hello. I just want to say I did my live this evening, and I didn't want to go into the whole the stuff what you and Molly have been doing. I didn't do that at all. I did I'm not gonna lie, I did the comparing because you got Amber Heard this year, which is fucking cray cray, and then you've got Andrea, and you can't help but not compare them and what they've done to men, and
Hmm.
it's very similar. And what I'm disturbed by is the domestic violence against men is what's really prevalent right now, and there's not really been a lot being done about it. Like, I feel like men are so quiet about it and they're really shy about it, and especially with
Of
someone like
course.
Von. He's a Marine, he's so proud, he's not going to say anything about it. And it's the same as Johnny Depp, he's a big superstar, they're not going to say anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's up to us as women, and I'm not saying anything bad about men, I just feel like another man can't look at another man and go, you're being abused. You can't do that, but whereas us women can. And I
Right.
feel like it's up to us to go, they're being abused, and I want to do more with the domestic violence against males. That's what I
Yeah.
want to do. I don't know what else I can do otherwise, but I would like to do more with that. You know, whether it's in Von's name or someone's name, I feel like we should be doing more about speaking up for the men that are being abused. I don't feel like they speak enough. I don't feel like other men are trained enough or know enough the signs. I don't think they know, and I think that's what we need to do more to stop the problem. And I think there's going to be more cray cray. If we've met 2 really crazy people just in the last 6 months in the news, how
Yeah.
many more is there in secret? And that's
Yeah.
what I want to do, like, deep down with it.
I agree. There's even, I saw where someone was saying there should be a hashtag men too, hashtag men too, because there's a hashtag me too.
Right.
So
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
start something and it'd be hashtag men too, because like Amber Heard literally said on the stand, I can't hurt Johnny. I can't abuse
Right.
him.
With
Yes, you
men,
can.
everyone knows that men can hurt women because they're more powerful, they're
Yes,
more
thank you.
stronger. But with men, automatically it's assumed, well, they can't harm women. But it's the gentlemen, it's the lovely men, it's the quiet ones, it's the really good men. They're the ones being hurt. And no one else is going to help them. Other men aren't going to help them. We, the women, we have to help them. Or lovely gay men. Sorry, Justin. But we have to. The straight men aren't going to go, yeah, they're being abused. They're not going to do it. I think we have to do it. I think we have to use what's happened in the last 6 months. We have to take that now and we have to apply it and we have to do something about it. And I think that's the next move. God forbid, I really hope that Von survives. Whether he does or he doesn't, we have to do something in his name. Whether he does or he doesn't, we have to move it from there and we have to do something with it.
Absolutely.
That's my point of view, and that's all I'm coming up to say. And I'm down for it. The only live I did tonight was talking about that, and I've said to everyone to come and catch up with you guys. I'm not into playing it all and doing all that. I just really feel like we need to have attention to men right now because I feel they're too proud. I feel they're too strong and they will not talk about it. And I think we need to do something there and then about it.
I think that's very true. I agree, Hopi.
Yeah.
Thank you, my love.
Someone asked for like a link to your channel because they're like, I love her voice. What is that the name? Is that the name to your channel?
Hopi, she'll drop it.
Okay.
She can drop it.
I'm a mod. I'll drop it in a minute. I already did a live tonight about my title was Dre McRae and Amber Heard, the most hated women of the generation. That was my live tonight. But I sent everyone over to Molly and Justin's because I'm not going into the details. I just want to talk about the violence of it and yeah. So anyway, good night.
Good night, my love.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, we got Dorothy next. Hi, Dorothy.
Hello. I'm very proud of you guys and praying for Vaughn. I was looking in chat today and I seen where there's a couple people that used to be mods and friends of Dre's.
Dre.
And one of them said that Dre mentioned in the video that she got a prescription from Dr. Dan, and then when he refused, that's when the sexual thing come about. So I'm just wondering if anybody can validate that.
Well, chiropractors can't prescribe medicine. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's possible. So that may be just rumor.
Yeah, unfortunately with this situation, there's so much into it. There's a lot of stuff that comes out that is just rumors and it's hard to tell.
And I'm wondering on the police report when they talked about welfare checks, if they sent like CPS over or something.
Nothing was noted about that. In the reports, I think it would have been noted. Like, I think there would have been something in those reports that they contacted CPS, but there wasn't.
I'm just wondering because they're minors and CPS cases, if they're just not giving you the full police report because they're minors and they have to keep them protected. You think that could be why nobody's seen why the kids weren't checked on by the police, supposedly?
I think they would just redact the names if they were just trying to protect the minors. They would just say minor child and then redact that name.
Okay.
I would think. I don't know, though. I mean, it's possible, you know.
Okay. That's what I was wanting to get a clearance of, like, okay, why haven't they mentioned the kids? Could it be this reason? Could it be because they're minors? You know, things like that. And
yeah, I mean, there's special things, you know, with minors, but yes, Molly's okay. I think she needs to go back to bed.
No, I'm fine. I'm listening.
Okay, you look like you're going to sleep.
Yes, Molly, you need to rest. You need to rest.
Molly, okay?
I'm okay.
You got a sign behind you. I just now noticed that.
Yes, it says Molly, go lightly.
Isn't it cute? I love it.
It lights.
Love it.
I just now noticed that.
I want to say thank you to Victoria for sending the sailor suit that that Violet's running around in right now. And I want to say thank you for Madison was her name that sent this to me. So I want to say thank you, Madison, for that.
I want to thank Judy for a sign that she bought me. And I want to thank Patty for purchasing something on my wish list. So thank you, ladies. Appreciate you. All right. Next, we have Wanda. Hi, Wanda.
Hello, Justin. Hi, Molly. Hi, Elle. I'm from New York City. And I'm just wondering, I mean, yeah, did the police report the dates? I'm wondering why the 5/23/22 wasn't involved in the report.
Because, I mean, to be honest with you, in my opinion, nothing was really involved in the report. I mean, they a month later is when they extended the report, it appears.
Okay, okay. But I
So,
want to thank every one of y'all, Molly, Justin, Elle, welcome. I want to
thank,
thank y'all so much because I've been honestly sleepless for
Yeah.
these past few weeks in regards to this. So, Vaughn,
hold
open your
Hi,
eyes.
Miss Lynette. How are you?
Miss Letitia, stay
I'm
focused,
gonna mute it. I'll mute it.
stay prayed up,
Hold
and we got you.
Thank you, Miss Wanda. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Love
Good,
y'all.
good night.
Good
Love you.
night. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry.
on.
Sherry
What,
says
sweetos?
some chiropractor partners with doctors who can prescribe medications. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sherry, for that information. Thank you, Nikita, for the super sticker. I believe Marissa is talking to someone. Hello, Amy. Amy? Amy. Okay, Amy fell off. Lauren,
Hi, how are you?
welcome. Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good.
I just wanted to tell you that I did send you an email that I found on Facebook, and I just thought you should look at it because it's kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's true, and I don't want to put it out there.
Okay.
So I sent it to you a little while ago.
Okay. Oh, Pugs and Coffee, thank you so much. You are so kind, honey. I appreciate the cash app. Thank you.
Miss Letitia's in the chat again. I saw she was here earlier, but I just saw that she popped back in.
I just got some document. Let's see what this is.
Yeah, I sent it from my email address. I can give it to you if you have to search for it.
Okay, this is on the chiropractor.
Okay, that's not the one then.
Okay. Uh, are you Dippin or Babs or Victoria or
No, it should be under
no?
Star.
It should be under what?
Star with 2 R's, 4.
Oh, Tabitha?
No,
No.
Star, like STARR 4.
Star 4.
Yeah, it's an AOL.
Is it? Are you Lauren?
Yes,
Okay. Okay, I got a few emails from you. When was you
I
sent
sent
it this
one.
evening? Or the
Yes,
you sent two this evening, right?
yeah, because I wasn't sure if you got the first one or not.
I'm in for transfer. Oh, okay. I got that. Okay. I'll look into that, okay?
Okay, I was just wondering. And then I also wanted to say that my husband's a chiropractor and he does not give out medication at all.
Gotcha.
So there's
Okay.
no way in the world that he would do that. And he wouldn't even touch a patient unless they had MRI or x rays to make sure he knows exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because you don't
Welcome.
want to get sued or anything like that. So you definitely have to
Yeah.
make sure everything is 100% right before you touch anybody.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to send you that because I thought it was kind of interesting, but I also didn't want it to get out to anybody else unless it was verified.
Right. Okay. I'll check into this and then I'll email you
Okay.
back as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for
Thank
everything you're
you.
doing.
Thank you, Lauren. God bless you.
Guys, have a great night.
You too.
You too, Lauren.
Bye.
So Marissa, is everything okay?
That was Miss Wynette. She called to say that she got a chance to look at the fundraiser that we did earlier for both families, where we devoted it all to Michael Jackson songs, where I was singing and dancing. She said that when we did You're Not Alone, that she started bawling.
Oh, Amy, you're echoing, honey.
Oh, me?
Hi, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm sorry.
Hi.
You see me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm
We
sorry
don't
to
see
bother
you,
you. You know
but
what? I'm getting very. I'm gonna put my. You can see me. I just have a headache. I turn the lights on off at night with
that's
the heat.
okay.
I want it to stay cool. You know, I'm thinking we need. I tweeted this out to the Yuma PD. This whole stream. I want them to know that we're piecing it together and that they need to start piecing this together. They need to see the pattern of what went on with this person and what was going on. It's just so, it's similar to the Moab stuff with Gabby Petito. It just reminds me of
Yeah.
how they missed so many things.
Right.
I think that we need in schools, like in your school where your son goes, Molly, that they need to teach the boys about these things, about abuse in relationships, not just the girls. I don't even think they do enough with the girls either. I think
Yeah.
that they just gloss over everything. They just, kids are still victims. I don't think they understand how to stand up for themselves and not have these types of relationships. There was something else I wanted to say. I just think that we really need more education, and I'm a nurse, and it's very disturbing to me that that they didn't pick up on the stuff, that this police department should have had like a social worker. And I don't understand why these kids are. I really don't understand why these kids are still in the home. I don't understand why they haven't done anything.
Same.
This is a disaster. Why? What are they waiting for? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm like, I did case management for pediatrics. I worked in a city in a one trauma center. We got kids in, had to do the PICU. I can see these girls never getting their period.
Right. Right.
Gonna
I know what you
go through
mean.
puberty
Right.
with this. What are they waiting for? Of these two adolescent girls that need nutrition. I don't understand. What are they waiting for till they get to a point where they're.
Oh, you're breaking up, Amy. Are you there? Amy? Okay. Hi, Mike.
Hello. I just want to say something like about that Dre McRae guy. Honestly, I'm kind of like a fan of him because
Okay.
Dre is a woman.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing.
Wait.
Do you mean Vaughn?
Okay. Amy.
Okay. I called him Trayvon accidentally the other day.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing.
Hey, 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 Amy. 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 You lost the link. You're up here, Amy. Okay. Um, I'm trying to look at fan.
Did Miss Wynette have like an update or anything?
Yeah.
You said they checked on the GoFundMe or something.
Marissa.
What? Oh, what I was just talking about?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know anything. I was pushing the GoFundMe all day long for legal fees, but I was scrolling the Cash Apps and the PayPals for both families, and what we did was I decided to do a fundraiser for the family, but had to think of something different. And you guys know that I've been very successful at making, not making, but hosting um, successful fundraisers like St. Jude, Center for Missing and Exploited Children. This one I wanted to do for the family. So what we did today, if you didn't get to be here, it was a lot of fun. What we did was we did a little interlude where we played the part from Vanilla Sky, Open Your Eyes, Open Your Eyes.
That's
And then
beautiful.
we started out with a lot of upbeat songs that we thought that Marvon would like, and then we brought it down to the sadder songs, and we even had Miss Fruit Punch Pineapple, the real beautiful Puerto Rican.
Caribbean Kool-Aid.
What's her name?
Caribbean Kool-Aid or something.
Yes, Caribbean Kool-Aid. She came up and sang with me. We did We Are the World. When Miss Wynette called, she said that You Are Not Alone made her burst into tears, and her husband talked about that. And she wishes that we could do it every Friday because it was so much fun. And at the very end, I did ask everyone to kind of be silent and listen to Marvon's favorite song, which was Earth Song. And
I love that song.
it's a very beautiful song, and it speaks to the world. And it was a pleasure to host. And I don't know what the families collected today, and I'm not going to ask them. That's their business. That's the GoFundMe. There you go. What I need, Zero Filter Jules, if you could do this for me, can you email me all of the PayPals, all of the GoFundMe, and both? I have the PayPals, but I've been trying to update all these videos, and it keeps slipping my mind because I know that there's a Zelle, and I can't find it. So if someone can do that for me, that would be great. But a Caribbean Kool-Aid, Kate jumped on, and she was really enjoying herself. What she did was she had a TV on in the back of Michael Jackson dancing on mute, but you could see him. It's kind of like he was there. And then every time between each song, we had Open Your Eyes, Open Your Eyes. So at the very end of this thing, I said, there's a reason why. I said, I need to explain something to you. There's a reason why I keep playing this specific Open Your Eyes, Open Your Eyes. And I finally showed them the scene of Vanilla Sky where Tom Cruise wakes up in his bed, and it's a recording that wakes him up, and it says, Open Your Eyes. And it's an alarm clock. And in this movie, if you remember it, he was in a lucid dream. He wakes up one morning and he gets into his Porsche and he goes around and realizes he's the only person in New York City. He's all alone in the entire world, and he loses it. And then at the very end, he wakes up to Open Your Eyes. So it's a very deep movie, but it has a lot of contrast with this with what we're doing with Marvon and our prayers. Oh, look at the doctor.
Yes. Got
Oh,
a video.
happy. She looks happy there.
Yes.
Let's watch it.
I wanted to come on live. I had talked about doing this for a while. You guys know I'm kind of into more natural things, natural healing, not very big on Western medication. And I do have quite a few different health issues. And I recently started seeing a chiropractor and was kind of, oh, this is Dr. Dan, I'm sorry.
It's all right, that's cool. You don't have to introduce me anytime soon.
Am I on my Facebook page, Slay with Dre McCrae? You guys just let me know. Let me know if I'm live there, because I'm kind of out of it right now. And I'm going to be honest, I just started my period, just being honest. So I have full-blown fibromyalgia, arthritis, headache. It's just, I'm very weak. And, okay, yeah, for sure I'm on Slay now. Yeah. But anyways, before I started coming, I just
Well
thought,
said, Susan.
chiropractors, they just crack your bones. I was very ignorant to what they do. And I thought, like, oh my gosh, let me tell people so that maybe it can educate.
Molly's face.
Gloria. She's like, Dr. Dan.
Hi, Gloria.
And then Ashley, she's like, well, he's good looking.
I like it. We should have done this a long time ago. My ego's being nurtured. I like this.
Okay. So I wanted to, a lot of people were having some questions. And, can you pull up Facebook?
I can't with her. I can't.
I can look at the questions.
I can't.
Okay, so I wanted to, if you guys want to share this video as well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. So a lot of people were asking, as a chiropractor, can you help with anxiety and depression?
Absolutely. I mean, as chiropractors, our scope of practice is huge. Most people do come in for the bone cracking or pain, but really what we're dealing with is the nervous system, right? So it controls everything in the body, from smallest muscles to the largest organs and all the systems. So when we manipulate the spine, which houses the nervous system, is this too technical?
No, it's just someone says my back is hurting all of a sudden. You have to mind. Don't mind.
No, I love your fans. That's amazing.
Slay. S-L-A-Y.
So when we adjust the spine, we're generally affecting, obviously, the nervous system. So, what controls depression or anxiety, their exact opposites, is the nervous system. So when we balance it, that immediately balances the body. Plus, if we are treating pain, pain causes anxiety and pain causes depression, depending on where the imbalance is. So just by addressing the spine, we can affect that directly. Of course, if the person needs a little bit more care, then we go into diet, things of that nature. But generally, the adjustment does it.
Right. And a lot of people were having concerns that once you start, and you guys stay for the end of this video because he will be adjusting me on live. So you'll get to see how he does, and he does energy work too. So you guys, we're going to be talking, he's going to be talking, educating. I'm still very new to this, but a lot of people were asking, once you start getting adjusted, you have to keep going, like now your body's dependent on it, or you can get adjusted and then you're good.
So your body's not dependent on it, but you realize how beneficial it is for you, right? So, I mean, you can stop. It's not one of those things where it's an addiction or it's a habitual thing. Once you start to feel great, then you always want to, feel great. So it's kind of like if you exercise and you feel fantastic,
right,
then obviously you're going to continue to exercise. But physically, no, you don't have the need that you need to get adjusted all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like like an addiction, like it's supposed to. That makes, So someone's asking, can you help with MS pain?
Yes, we can help with any pain. Now, MS, obviously, it's a little bit more complicated. It's a systemic issue. But yes, 100%. Again, I won't go into the details because with that, we'll also include other therapies other than chiropractic for MS. But yes, we have treated people with MS successfully too, yes.
People also ask about bulging discs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very, very common, depending on what region and how much they're bulging. We would obviously dictate the treatment, and it's very individualistic, right? Everybody, you can have a bulging disc and your body reacts differently than somebody else or what have you. That's very, very common. That's one of the things that we offer.
So I'm probably going to have to take you guys off the charger. Oh, and maybe we can change because my phone is dying. Okay, so here is a Z bed. Okay.
Head face up.
Can you tell them what you're going to do and what you're going to do?
Oh, I will, yeah. So, I always like to start with the neck, because that's usually what makes people the most nervous, but the neck is called the arc of life for a reason. So when we start with the neck, it really starts to allow the body to ease in to relaxation and balances the energy, especially the circles and the breathing into the body. So, a lot of times
All right.
face down and stuff, I would like to just.
All right. 2 seconds away from just stepping away from this completely. All right?
What?
This whole story. I'm 2 seconds away. Please.
What's going on?
All right? I just got a message saying the Sister Rochelle is pissed off that I'm raising money for the stepmother and the father. Okay. I'm sorry, but I must be the crazy one. Miss Letitia told me yesterday they're trying to get Rochelle out there. I understand that, but because of the work situation, so we get that. So she said, don't worry, we have enough. You've done wonderful for us. Why don't you push out, Miss Wynette? Because Wynette and her husband want to come back out, but they can't do the drive. So what I did was I didn't listen to Letitia. I still kept Letitia's out there.
She's in the chat. Miss Rochelle's in the chat. They're saying she's not mad. That's what somebody said. Okay. Somebody said, no, she's not mad.
Why are people doing this to me?
Guys, stop sending her stuff.
I'm trying to help.
Stop sending drama.
Help. If you don't want me to fundraise, then I'll just do the GoFundMe. I don't like GoFundMe. For me, every time, Justin.
But it's probably it's not it's that it's probably not that big. It's probably people hyping it up like they always do.
Well, I can tell you what's going on. There's
what's going on? Because I'm like, dude, what am I supposed to do?
I think there's other people that are saying things that is not true, and then people's getting half stories and coming over here and saying things. But Miss Rochelle is in the chat. I haven't seen her say anything bad or anything.
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen anybody in the chat because I'm trying to pay attention to this, and then I'm looking at this another video where this girl, this chick, Andrea, is enamored by this guy. Enamored. But she's going to sit there and say, yeah, I'm all into holistic medicine. Girl, you're wearing makeup that was made in China. You have injected lips, okay? You wear wigs. You get acrylics. You are not as holistic as you think that you are, sweetheart. So stop playing games. You're not fooling anyone, okay? We saw the look on your face, Drea. You're not fooling anyone. You might be convincing yourself that there's not something wrong with you. You're just living better. You're living your best life. Hey, that's what you said. You're living your best life. You don't like it that we're supporting Von's family because you want to know something? In the end, this is what it is, Justin. I'm sorry, I have to say it. In the end, she wanted to make sure that Von was all by himself in whatever shape or form.
Oh, absolutely.
Every day, Von deserved nothing. And now that she sees me, the first one to go live about this story from Facebook to YouTube, bring it to YouTube, bring it to life. She sees me as public enemy number one. She's bringing the cops over to my house. Girl, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I don't like what you've done to this man. I don't like the way that you've hurt his family. They've done nothing to you. You're a liar. You are a con artist. And the reason I say that and the reason I have that opinion is for what you put out, the way you put out, and the way that you treat people. That's what I have to say to you. You don't like it that the whole world is cradling his family and providing whatever they need to get them out there to see that baby. Okay? You don't like it. Well, guess what? Tough luck. Tough luck. You decided to make these choices to hurt people intentionally. And you've been hurting a lot of people, not just Vaughn, but women that looked up to you, people that worked for you, people that have respect for you, people that followed you and gave you money. And how did you treat them? You treated your family, babies, like garbage.
Yes.
For the world to see. And absolutely. I can't wait. And the last time I said this publicly was outside Brian Laundrie's house. I said, hey, Roberta, I can't wait. So the day I see you get slapped with $1 million lawsuit, because you deserve it. And guess what? You deserve it. And I hope that all your money that you've ever earned for yourself goes straight to those lawyers. And I hope they find you responsible for what has happened to Marvon. Sneak. Now I'm just pissed. I'm sorry to do that on your panel. I should have did it on my own.
No,
but I'm tired of her games. I'm tired of it. She wants to complain about this chiropractor where she's all like, girl, bye. Don't tell me to stop, Lori. Do not tell me to stop. You know what? I'm not dancing on eggshells for her. All right? I'm not doing it.
No, I actually agree with you with this, Marissa. I don't think she.
No one's ever stepped to her.
This is a situation she can't control. And what do people do when they can't control something? They lash out.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah.
You don't like it.
But guess what? We got them to be able to see Vaughn.
You're right.
We got results. Thank God.
Thank you, Rochelle. I get to a point where this everything that we're seeing and that we're given all these new videos where we get to see a little inch more of her and a little bit more of her personality come out. And then these calls that she's being harassed. Oh, girl, you're not going to play the victim. Not after the way that you treated this poor family. Not after the way you treated these children. And not after the way that you have treated Marvon. You don't get to play victim. None of us with common sense are going to support you. Period.
Tristan, can you show your face, please? Mods, can you drop the link?
Sicko.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julie. I appreciate your email.
I didn't. Tristan, I got to see your face. Okay. Summer, how are you doing? Summers? Summers.
Hi, I'm doing good. Am I echoing?
Don't think so.
No, you're fine.
I'm here.
Hi.
Okay. I just wanted to say that I have been following y'all since Tug mentioned y'all. And Molly, I appreciate all the work that y'all have done and putting forth. And I do like to watch other channels. And personally, I see other people stirring stuff up. And I try to warn y'all in the chat that, so and so is such is happening.
I know.
But this is more to address the chat that we obviously know that Molly's going to get worked up over this. And it would just be so helpful to just not even bring it in this, because
this is not
she
a
is
game.
passionate.
This is
and
not a joke.
These are people's
she
lives.
knows what's going on, and she's trying to help the family.
This
and
is
everybody that keeps
gossip.
picking and putting
This is
it in the
not
chat
gossip.
is just feeding fuel to the fire. And I
Cut it
know
out. Not you.
I know that I'm here, trying to be a guest, but I would really just suggest, until this blows over, not allowing guests to come up here, because there are people that are coming in every single person's panel, and they are gathering and spreading, and it's toxic, and it's only making it worse. And so I know y'all want to help, and I know y'all want to see not see what's going on, but, get facts on the case from people that are involved with the Dre situation. But I personally think that y'all have enough information from outsiders and on Facebook that until this kind of blows over, maybe just not invite other people up to the panel, because it's not going to stop. And it's not on y'all, it's on these other channels.
It's not really what's on panel, it's what's in chat normally.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's really hard, especially I used to be more like you, Molly. Like somebody would come to my channel.
No, I mean it's other guests that are going on the panels, and Amber was one of them, and the lady before Amber before Amber today, that other lady with the longer hair, she was just on Sherelle's. And I dipped in there and I heard what she was saying. And I was trying to warn y'all, she's a panel jumper because she's the one that's feeding it to Katie Joy. And so this is how it's going around in a circle.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, we're not interested in them whatsoever. So.
Well, thank you.
We're over. But thank you.
And it's exhausting. It's exhausting to hear and to see Molly get so sad about it, because this is a happy time and everybody just deserves to be, happy about Vaughn making progress. Any progress is good. So just keep your spirits up. And
fucking God. I swear to God, I'm going to throw this fucking computer out of here. Listen. All right? I'm not sitting here gossiping with other people. I've been working my fucking ass off. I'm sorry to curse, but this is too much. I'm sorry, Justin. I'm working my ass off for weeks.
It's okay.
My head is going to explode. I'm not interested in gossip or other channels. I'm a fan of facts. I want facts. I want justice. I'm not doing this because I want to hear my voice. I mean, this woman just called me up, Miss Wynette, and said, "Is there anything we could do for you?" I'm like, no, there's nothing you could do for me. Absolutely nothing. I'm here to help. That's what we're here to do, to help. They're over there gossiping about me. I am nobody. Use that energy towards something good. How about take that crazy energy and use it towards prayer? Do something with yourself. Because I'll tell you what, when you do start helping people in real life, you really start to feel that spirit. Mm-hmm. You get that energy, you feel good about yourself, and it's so good for the soul. I'm tired of having hate and anger in my heart. I gave it up a long time ago. But what I don't like is all this stupid gossip. And the thing is all this gossip goes around, and then they try to give me a bad attitude, and then the truth comes out. Do I ever get an apology? I don't, but guess what? I don't need one. So stop. I've asked you 2 nights ago. Cut it out. This is not about me, Justin, Elle or any of these gossip channels that want to talk about reality TV. Let me tell you something. I've done reality TV. Okay, do you want to know a secret? It's not real. I'm sorry to break your heart. So all of your information and everything that you get joy and pleasure out of, it's not even real. Okay? So why don't you do something good with your life? You got a platform, use it for something good, not for something that's a facade. What are you talking about? Let's move on. We're trying. We're trying. No one's winning. There's no winner.
We're not the one posting.
Stop talking
social
about
media
these people. We don't care about these people. Please.
Yeah,
We honestly
mods,
don't.
if someone brings up their channel, another person's channel, block.
Out. Sorry.
So, anywho, well, we've been here almost 4 hours, so.
It's not that I'm worried about the drama. It's just sickening. That's all it is. Because what you're doing is you're diminishing what this is all about. You're taking it away. Well, we could all have some good energy and positive energy around him, but no, they got to turn into some sort of freak sideshow.
I won't be a part of it.
With every case, but Justin, you're learning. You've been doing this since what, January? You're learning quick. They'll take anything. They'll take a Marine and a family that was abused and be like, you know what? This is their attitude. Drama sells. That's they say it. They'll say it. They say it often. They go, drama sells. Not over here. We're not interested. Sick. All right, you getting tired?
I'm not tired per se, no.
Well,
but that with going to the that chiropractor, she is swooning.
Exactly.
She's swooning.
Who does she think she's kidding?
And something had to happen, in my opinion. Either he was just really nice to her and she considered it as flirting, and maybe, I mean, perhaps, she came on to him or something and he's like, no, like that. And then she may have gotten mad or something. What do you think about that? It's possible, right?
Anything's possible, but is it
probable?
Probably.
I mean, something had to happen for her to despise him.
What was the doctor's name? Dr. Dan what?
I don't know.
We shouldn't. No, let's.
Not the last names.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, let's, because these people be looking him up.
Well, I didn't know if she said it. I didn't know if it was like already on there.
Yeah.
Because I saw people talking about him while I go in the chat.
Nice. But I mean, for her to like him and then to be like, he's the devil. You just don't. I mean,
but this is the thing. She's gonna act, oh my gosh, I'm so pure and holy. Oh, I don't do that swinging thing. I'm sorry, but didn't we just watch a video 2 days ago where she's talking about how she used to be the biggest hoe? I remember that.
Yes, Brenda, I think
you're that. Oh, someone made a hoe into a housewife? Is that what you're trying to tell us? I don't know. You make me sick, Andrea. You really do. Jeez. My Lord. And you want to know something? There's just going to be more stuff coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Sure. You want to come up?
Just gonna put this in recycle. Huh?
Is that a beer?
No, it's a vanilla soda.
Oh, okay. She's like, she said it was okay if I say a prayer, and you got up with that glass bottle. I was like, why is she gonna go throw her beer?
Sorry. You wanted to pray?
Is she gonna go throw her beer in the trash can before we pray?
I didn't hear you say we were gonna pray. Want me to sit down?
Yes.
All right, it's gonna suck when I have to
No,
get back up
I,
because the muscles are killing
no,
me.
I saw you. She's like, "Can I pray?" And I saw you getting up with like this bottle, and I was like, "Oh, she's throwing her beer away."
No.
Oh.
That's funny. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's pray.
Okay. Did that girl want to pray, or did she want me to pray? All right, we'll pray. Ready? Heavenly Father, we come to you now, and we give you thanks and glory that is all due to you. And Lord, we pray that you touch Vaughn and heal him, if it be your will, Lord, and be with the family on both sides, God, for they are hurting right now tremendously. We just ask that you touch their hearts, Lord God. And Lord God, we thank you for everything you do and everything you've already done. There is none but you, Lord. And we just pray that everything will be okay in the end, Father God. And we just pray. And we'll just thank you, Lord, that Vaughn got to see, or the family got to see Vaughn, Lord. And heal our community, Lord, on here, and soften people's hearts, we pray. Thank you, Lord God, for everything. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. Everyone, have a blessed weekend.
Is it
Thank
Friday?
you. It's Friday.
It's Friday, girl.
It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
We've
All
been
right.
on this for what? Over 2 weeks?
Look at us.
I know. Look at me hunched over. I'm
This is
ready.
like, we've been on this for what? 2 weeks.
And everyone's like, Marissa, you should be a newscaster. And I'm like, well, number one, I cuss too much. And number two, I'm a liability because I start cursing everybody out. And
She'd be like, and in today's news, these motherfuckers.
Exactly.
She'd be like Bill O'Reilly.
Who wrote this?
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Enough is enough. Let's go to our house. Get that kid. I want that baby. Oh, no, she didn't. She's a liar. I told you she was a liar. Nancy Grace, I bet you $1 million when I see Nancy Grace next time, she's going to be like, Marissa, you can't do that. They have to tone themselves down. I've seen it. I've seen some of them get furious and they have to hold it in. But guess what? I don't claim to be a reporter and I don't claim to be anything. I am an American citizen with a platform and I'm honest and I'm passionate about certain things and I'm going to say it. I don't have to follow any rules. But we can't just call her a murderer. I've never said that. Like that's dangerous territory.
Of course.
Well, that's the stuff that gets you sued when you start going into that kind of stuff and saying that
we weren't there. We were not there.
Right. We don't know what happened.
It's fine. We're allowed to speculate. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with speculating, being, suspicious and coming up with theories. But calling someone outright a murderer and she did this, you don't know that. You weren't there.
Right.
Yeah. All we are saying is there needs to be an investigation.
Yeah.
A thorough investigation. And, the kids need a McDonald's once a week.
No, they deserve a home-cooked meal. They need potatoes, vegetables, strawberries, ice pops. ice cream cones, yogurt, chicken nuggets, steaks, cheeseburgers. That's what kids want. Macaroni and cheese.
That's what I want. I mean,
I know. I'm 47 and I just don't. I'm not gonna tell you what I ate, but it wasn't healthy. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi, bye,
all right.
Katie.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Elle.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Go get some rest. We was up
Yes.
late last night.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I'm so tired.
Same.
Oops. Elle froze. Oh, you're there. Okay.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Thank you guys. Good night. God bless. Merry Christmas.